Welcome back. So, Borki,
Yeah, we
which
can
game
continue.
you
Yeah,
suggest
with open
to
section
check?
after
Okay.
the small break. And before break, we saw just what is happening on in first match. Now it's time to see what was development in game Svidar Topalov. So yeah, it seems that they already went to concrete positions. So we stopped exactly after Queen D1, saying that the possible idea is actually to stop development of bishop from d7. But let's see what Topalov found out here. e6, knight f3, bishop e7. This is very normal now. What black wants to do is basically knight h5 move. So h3 is again normal move, and now knight e4. I like this move actually, because it seems to me that after these exchanges, castle, knight c3, bc3, actually structure is worse for white because of this pawn on c3, which is weak in long term. And now just what black needs to be careful really, because bishop on f4 is strong piece. It's very hard to oppose to it. So, however, Topalov chose very interesting move, bishop knight e5. Very interesting option by Topalov. He wants to change one more piece. We see that Svidar is thinking maybe he's trying to remember line, but after knight e5, it seems to me that everything is now really fine for Topalov, because obviously that if you take bishop e5, even I have this tempo, bishop e5 and rook on f1 is hanging. So I guess that one of the normal options is to move rook e1, but then castle, and here obviously that black is already better, since this is weakness, and bishop pair is quite good for black. So let's see, after knight e5, maybe another move is to take on d7, but now after bishop d7, knight d7, probably white has to play something really fast, like queen b3 here, because obviously that knight b6 will be met with a4. Unpleasant move, and a5, and now you cannot play queen d7, since after queen d7 I would have one more tempo, knight e5, and it's very tough to defend this pawn on b7. However, if you play queen c8, then again I can push a5, knight c4, and at least play rook fb1, and now I have this big pressure on b7 pawn, so it's not so easy for black to solve problems. So after bishop d7, knight d7, queen b3, basically maybe normal move would be queen b6. Let's say something like this, looks normal. And okay, now white has chance to push c4, and maybe this position is actually slightly better for white, because bishop d7, okay, knight d7 is forced, and yeah, it seems that after queen b3, Topalov will have to find a clear way for equality. Yeah. In meantime, also we can see now game between Wang Yu and Macron on the first match. It seems that there are some interesting stuffs. So let's go there. Wang Yu Macron. So we are coming back to the first match against between Siberia and Obiettivo Risarcimento. So Risarcimento, yeah, this is interesting line. In my opinion, h3 is quite brave choice by Wang Yu. Usually he plays knight f3 and very solid setups. First of all, Bakro also chose to play King's Indian defense today. Nothing solid, so he knows that his team needs win. So now he's exactly what both players are doing. They're playing on win. So h3 is a really popular line. Castle, knight f3. I mean, one of players who is defending this position with black pieces regularly is actually Ding Liren. So let's see what Wang Yu prepared against the favorite variation of his teammate. So d5, knight h5, g3, f5, everything is variation, ef5, gf5, knight g5, knight f6. Also, it's interesting that there was one very nice game in Olympiad. Giri won against, I cannot remember, some strong player, but he won very nice game with the black pieces exactly in this variation. So g4, queen e8, everything is played, and I think rook g1 is also played here. So position is really double-edged. What white is trying to get is actually control over e4 square in this position. This is actually key square in position. Of course, white would like to play bishop d3, but I guess that in this position, if you play bishop d3 immediately, I have just this big tempo e4 to push, because you cannot do anything against this pawn. And now after bishop e2, knight b4, already this knight d3, if I achieve this, this is very bad for white. On other side, okay, rook g1 looks normal move, and now I'm expecting something like maybe knight before e4, or maybe king h8 by Bakro, because rook g1 is really typical move. You want to at least make some threats on g7. I mean, king is pinned, and also I mean now it's some knight e6 ideas are actually more dangerous than in normal position. So let's see, maybe yeah, Wang Yu played, or yeah, rook g1, nothing else was played by Bakro. Actually, Bakro is thinking, we can see on fifth board, that he is deeply into position. So also we can check some other games from this match. Let's see what is happening in the games between Grischuk and Nakamura. This is of course very interesting game, always a game with a lot of sparks and so on. So I think that this position, well, they are playing very strange. I mean, first of all, Grischuk's choice was very similar to Kramnik, yeah? He played bishop f4, so today maybe they were preparing together. E6, E3, I mean, E6 is usually not the most precise move in this position. After bishop f4, usually you are playing c5. This is main line, c5, and now after e3, knight c6, everybody knows actually this famous line, queen c3, queen b6, queen b3, c4, queen c2, bishop f5, and so on. I mean, queen c1, e6 with good position for black, but also, I mean, white is not risking too much. So e6, e3, bishop d6, bishop g3. I mean, c5, this is all normal, all moves. And now after b6, e4, actually, it's a dangerous option. It's a very good move. Because now if black would take on e4, simply after knight e4, I mean, this position does not look really nice for black. For example, if you take bishop g3, then you have problems over h line. After h3, really looks dangerous. If you take knight e4 again, you get some problems, because after taking on e4, now I guess that only move for you would be like bishop b7. And okay, here I have some nice options. Maybe one of them is actually to take on c5 and prepare some kind of attack on h7. I guess that after dc5, maybe bishop c5, and now, okay, queen c2. This would be interesting position, because if black cannot make moves like f5 to get something, I guess here that also bishop c6 look quite fine for white. Although I'm not so sure. If you go bishop d3, maybe e5 can happen. Yes. This is also something like possible, but maybe it's hanging actually on f5, so white black would have to wait one more move. So I guess that after bishop d3, just queen f6 would be played. So okay, knight e4, bishop e4, bishop b7 still is the kind of position which Nakamura would like to play. Bishop e7 keeps position more complicated, and I think that Nakamura played actually similar, yeah. Bishop e7, e5, knight e5, yeah. And last move was actually here rook a7, but let's see. I think that after rook a7, Grischuk is thinking position is, I mean, quite complicated. White got this typical structure for French defense. On other side, knight on h5 for now looks quite good, because this bishop on g3 will be taken at some point. Long castle for white does not look like a really good option, because then you would just run into attack after c4. I mean, this would not be for sure a good move. c4, bishop c2, b5, and black is first who is attacking. This is very important in this kind of positions. If white goes to short castle, then I think that Nakamura actually would prefer to take on g3 and let's say maybe even play something which is something connected with f6 move. I think something like this is idea of Nakamura. Rook a7 is actually very useful, the 18 move, because you can use this rook over 7th rank, and you are actually not still not showing what plan will you choose here. So rook a7 looks like smart move. So in this match we have also we can check the game between Li Chao and Vachier Lagrave. Li Chao, beside Kramnik, is a top scorer in this team. Kramnik has have 4 out of 4, and also, I mean, Li Chao, his score is 4.5 out of 6. He lost this one game to Adams where he was staying quite good, so I think that he is also one of the heroes in this club. Li Chao against Vachier Lagrave, so I think that Vachier has white pieces, yeah. Let's see if Vachier today he chose to play d4. We saw that he played in 2 games g3 first move, and let's see now d4, d5, c4, c6 again. Slav defense, knight c3, knight f6, e3, and now g6. I mean, interesting choice, Schlechter variation. It's quite popular you know, from Chinese players are usually playing it, like you have Lu Shanglei sometimes playing it, Bu Xianji is playing this line, and so on. I consider it a little bit passive, but okay, they like to play it, so let's see. It's not first time that Li Chao played Schlechter. Knight f3, bishop g7, bishop e2, castle and b6. This looks like a nice line. What black is aiming to do here is actually to play bishop b7 later on, and he will simply play with the knight bd7 and e5 maybe in future with rook e8. I think that Wang Hao played a couple of times b6. So a4, a5, cd, cd, okay, this is all normal, b3, knight e4, knight e4, d4. It seems to me that Li Chao is prepared here, but also Vachier is not spending so much time. So it seems that both of them are in at least some preparation. After bishop a3 here, Li Chao spent 20 minutes to play f5 move, which looks logical, but it's also big decision, since now this diagonal from this diagonal a2 g8 will be weakened, and however, I would prefer here white pieces. So let's see, rook c1, knight d7, and yeah, b4. Vachier started already to push here, and after knight f6, now I think that Vachier is actually trying to see what is happening after ba5, because then you will have 2 open lines. After ba5, you have 2 open lines on the queen side. Already he started with some operations on this side, while we see that some ideas for black should be like f4 in future. I think it's already somehow looking too slow in this position. So I think it will be quite important game, and yeah, it's true that actually b6 few years ago was popular by Vugar Gashimov, so he played quite interesting games there, and I remember that he was also playing it in Monte Carlo and so on. So yeah, it's possible that Chinese GMs are actually inspired by Vugar's play. So let's see also the last game from this match. I mean, on the 6th board, Korobov meets Vocaturo. So let's see what is happening there, because somehow it should be that they have a slight advantage on this board. Korobov is actually known as a very aggressive player, and just to find his game, yeah, it's here, Vocaturo Korobov. It should be interesting game. So let's see what Vocaturo chose today. E4, c5, it's the main line, and now after knight d4, knight c6, knight c3, d6 is basically heading to Scheveningen structures. The difference between knight on c6 and knight on f6 is actually move g4. Although even here you can see some games with move g4. Even knight is on g8. Even I played once this move, so it's interesting idea for white. However, Vocaturo chose bishop e3, knight f6, normal line, castle, knight g4, f4. It seems to me that there is no big problems for Korobov. And let's see, knight b5, e5, very interesting choice. And yeah, it looks that the game will be really direct after knight d5, because now obviously that ef4 will happen. I don't see other move for black, because otherwise knight e7 and it's hanging on d6. This is obviously threat. So let's see what's he played some move. No. Then yeah, I think e4, and I guess that here idea of Locaturo is to take knight e7 first, and then after queen e7, queen e4, and really it seems that black has quite big problems to defend this pawn. So yeah, we'll see what Anton will do. However, now it's time to check second match. There is a game. Dominguez, Giri, they already played a couple of moves after we were seeing it last time. So let's see this game, just to find it. So it's Giri against Dominguez. Yeah, they are already in endgame, which seems to be slightly better. No, it's slightly better for white. This is for sure. This knight on g3 looks better. So let's see how it happened, because after ag4, knight c5, bishop a2 happened, and now rook d7 is normal move. Black wants to play d5, but here what I like is actually this knight g3, how Giri played d5, ad5, and he takes everything, and bishop e3. And now it seems that his idea is very simple. He will take on c5 and simply place knight to e4. Bishop c5, exactly what happened. I think that Giri has small edge here, because if white is able to keep this structure like he actually is doing, king e2, king f8, f3, I'm not sure about this pawn on b5. Looks very weak.
More pleasant for white to play this position.
Yeah, I think that actually it would be good for black somehow to reach king e7, but I guess that he has to play some g6, for example, but then this pawn on h6 is quite weak, so now you have to count for moves like rook h1 on this other side, and you have to play king g7. Because the idea is, of course, after knight e4 that you meet this knight e4 with f5, but g6 is actually making another weakness, and for now black has this one weakness just after f3. Let's see if they are playing some move. No. So Dominguez is thinking, because it's very similar to this position of Aronyan, and which we saw in Berlin defense. It seems that there are just two normal outcomes, and just that here we can also expect just that Giri will win game, that we will pressure. If Lanier is lucky, then he will reach a draw. So also we can see from this match very interesting game between Hugo and Caruana. Both of them are known as very dynamic players, and since this match is extremely important, I guess that with Hugo, he played a dynamic line today. Caruana chose the d5. We saw that the 2 rounds before he played the same line, if I remember, in game against Karyakin. So Greenfield defense, it seems to be his main choice on this tournament. Queen b3 normal, d4, queen c4. Of course, with Hugo could expect Greenfield defense from Fabiano. So let's see after this d4, queen c4. This is all normal moves. e4, c5, rook d1. Interesting idea. Usually d5 is main move in this kind of positions. Of course, bishop is not so easy. With this bishop on f4, it's not so easy. But let's see, rook d1, cd4, e5. Now black has to do something with knight h5. Both players, actually with Hugo was prepared, and we can see that Caruana spent a lot of time on 11th move playing bishop e6, trying to see what is happening exactly in this endgame. Rook d8, bishop c4, rook a8, bishop d2, bishop f1, king f1, and now obviously that this move g4 is very unpleasant threat for black, so he has to play bishop h8. It's much better move than f5. Because after f5, I mean, simply it is very tough to activate pieces, and you cannot make brick pressure or some move like f6 against this pawn on e5. So bishop h8 looks ugly move, but actually it's preparing this knight g7, and knight can come to f5 or e6. So king e2. However, I think that this should be slightly better position for white, especially because now even after moving some rook, let's say to d8, have always interesting possibility to play bishop e3 and
to attack.
To try something to do against pawn on a7. So with Hugo has a pleasant position. Fourth board in this match is actually Adams against Matlakov. What we can say is that Adams is making here 4 out of 5, and he's top player now before last round on fourth board with the rating performance, which is really high. It's over 2,900 his rating performance here. So let's see game. Adams is in good shape. Even this position when he was slightly worse, he was even defending good and even winning at some point, like a game against Liu Chao. And we can see that they are basically playing same line like they were basically playing same line like Giri and Dominguez. So let's see what was different compared to his game d4, bishop b7. We already saw it, a3, h6, d5. We remember all of these moves. Yes. And Giri chose here queen f3. So this was Giri's move today against Dominguez, while knight g4 was played by Adams. So let's see, knight c5, knight f6, queen f6, and Adams went with bishop c2. So now he chose different place after this knight c5. And
yes, because this pawn is on d5 in this game and in other game.
Compared to another game where already black pushed c6. So c6, b4. If I see well, neither one of players spent so much time, so it seems that they know what they are doing. This final position, just let's check it. White has a bishop pair, of course. On other side, like has compensation of view, some attack on pawn on c3, but also I think that white has a little bit more pleasant position because he can play move a4 in future, and also this bishop on b3, you know, it will be quite unpleasant. So I guess that now in this position rook c8 would be something like normal, but obviously that after bishop d2 white is pressuring. It's not that I really prefer black position in this game, because maybe knight b6 and then knight c4. I'm still not so sure if I play just bishop b3, knight c4, and even if I just play bishop c4, rook c4, a4, because this a line looks like quite unpleasant when you are using it in this position. So it will be interesting to see what will be choice by Matlakov. Maybe he played some move, still he is thinking. And on fifth board in this match we can see fight between Mamedyarov and Rothstein. Rothstein has white pieces, and they played actually just a little bit different. They played Queen's Gambit declined today, so there is no one Slav again. I thought that Mamedyarov will choose Slav, but d4, knight f6, and very interesting move order with knight d7, because usually knight goes to d7 in Queen's Gambit declined. So basically here black now wants to take dc4, and one of possible lines actually is going like bishop f4 and then dc4. And after e3, then black even can play this kind of position, knight d5, bishop c4, knight f4, e4, knight b6, and so on. However, cd5, e5 is most classical choice, and d3, c6, queen c2. Now, bishop d3 is another option, because usually after queen c2, what they like to play is knight h5 line and bishop e7, queen e7. And then
knight f4 is straight.
Knight f4 is straight. And after long castle, black is going with knight on b6, and then basically he is preparing bishop e6 and long castle. This is considered to be like quite solid position for black. However, h6 move, basically it's same idea. We can see bishop h4, knight h5. Basically it's just same idea. Castle, knight f6, and now black got this one tempo. Pawn is on h6. Usually it's not so important maybe in these types of position, but let's see what happened. King b1, knight b6, bishop b3. Actually I like pawn of the rook c1. However, this rook c1 and king b1 is typical plan. long castle, queen b3, king b8, and finally Rothstein started with some operation queen side. So rook c8, a5, knight d7, e4, queen e6. It looks very interesting position, because now it's time for white to decide. If he goes e5, I guess that after knight h5 black has enough counterplay because of f4 square and also possibility to play f6. Generally a6 looks like dangerous move, but it's question, can you use anything? Can you use this a6, b6 and now for attack on my king, and also b6 is somehow helping this move c5 in future. So now Rothstein have to do something concrete. He has to find the real plan, I mean, and we'll see. I think it's quite critical moment in game, because black is defending everything, and now you have to find a way to break his defense. So maybe he played, yeah, exactly, he played a6, b6, and we'll see what will happen in what will happen next. On last board in this match, we can just see game between two young players, Hayrulin against Safarli. Safarli has white pieces, and he's quite dangerous with white pieces. Let's see. Yeah, here we can see that they played actually bishop c4, a very strange choice in final match by Safarli, especially because he chose this line after bishop c5. If white would play c3, it would be basically what we saw yesterday in game Ivanchuk against Kramnik. And if knight c3 happens, then d6, and this should not be dangerous line, a3, a6. I'm not really satisfied with the way Safarli played. However, probably he had preparation with the team, with team captain, with Tukmakov. So I guess that it was also his suggestion to play like this. Now this position looks more like some line from Rai Lopez, especially with this bishop on b6. We can say that it's some kind of Arkhangelsk in Rai Lopez. We'll see what what will happen later. I think now that it's time to go back to women's section and to see favorite games there, which you suggest. So we are now here, and which game would you prefer to see first? Okay,
we start always with Djukić's game. So
yeah, Djukić. Okay, let's see what happened there. Wow, it's quite
mess.
Interesting. Yeah, we stopped after queen f3, expecting somehow that Nana will go for a long castle, but let's see what happened. Bishop e6, bishop d3, bishop d4, and really interesting move, king f1. Obviously now that castle on other side would be just mistake, because it's hanging on c3. Somehow this bishop on d3 covered it, so this would be just bad position. Even if I just play knight d7, it's
and then queen f5.
Yeah, queen f5, and just white is in problem. So obviously this is not option, but king f1 is interesting choice. What Nana wants to get this rook to e1 and try to attack. I'm not really a fan now of white's position, because somehow I think that in this position even I can play some ideas like bishop c3, taking bc3, and simply knight d7. And now it's very hard to fight against knight e5. I mean, ed-cd does not look like I will have some problems after rook e1, since I can also go to long castle, and after rook e1 also I have some extra options, maybe connected with queen f6 move, I mean, and simply after queen d5, maybe now to go to long castle, because king on f1 will also be weak. Let's say, let's say castle, and now queen a5 is maybe, yeah, maybe like this is possible to play with white pieces. Now some jumps are not still possible, although I mean it looks dangerous even if I jump just somewhere like knight to b6, for example. And now these two pieces are hanging. We'll see. It will be interesting. And yeah, what do you think? Will Nona win this match? Will they get this 7 out of 7 maximum number of points? And so
yes, I think that Nona will win this match, because I think they deserve this first place in this
yeah, they're playing really good, yeah.
chess. Yes, because they played really all matches very good and.
Yeah, but it also it seems that they did not have really. I mean, they played this all matches already. I mean, from second match they had a big fight for first place. So somehow yesterday we saw that they were playing with against weaker team, and today they are playing even against a more weaker team than yesterday. So it seems that everything is finished. That this first place is secured for them. Also, they have very good tie breaks. I mean, even if something happened, like they lose match, their tie breaks are quite good. If I remember, we can see tie break 2, which is basically this Olympiad Sonneborn-Berger. It's really, you can see that it's even 40 points more than from Gambit. So I think that even if something like this would happen, it would be not possible to catch Nona. I mean, for Gambit. So it seems to me that everything is finished there, and even it's very tough for Gambit that they lose this chance to, I mean, or medal, just let's say.
Yes, I think it's a question who will be on second place.
Yeah, because they are playing this direct match, Gambit against Tugra.
And both of these teams are with very strong players and.
Yeah, I understand. It's a bigger question about second place than about first place. So maybe we can check some game if you want from this match.
From this match. Gorječkina Ušenjina. Yes.
Gorječkina Ušenjina. Yeah, it's strange choice by Gorječkina. This move bishop b2, we were c4 actually, because after knight b3, bishop they were expecting bishop e7 from Ušenjina, and now I mean knight fd4 is really main move. Of course c4 is possible to play, but I mean after bishop d7 I don't have feeling that now after rook fd8, knight fd4, rook a8 there are some really big problems for black, yes. Because I don't see now if I play next move bishop e8, or for example just to play next move b6, what you will do there. I mean somehow this should be my next idea, I guess. Also I have now, because pawn is on c4, I mean simply always I have option to exchange one piece. I'm expecting somehow maybe some move like knight b5 at some point, but it looks also quite risky because you have this pawn on c4 which is weak. If old pieces get changed, it will be some problems for white with this c4 pawn. I think that maybe Gorječkina makes up variation in this case, because this does not look like critical variation.
Maybe, yes, probably.
So,
okay, let's check second board of this match.
Pogonina
against
Shen Yang. Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. We were already saying about this position. It was after rook c8, rook c8, d3, f5. Actually, we stopped after queen f3, knight f6, and went for another games. And Pogonina played g3, very logical move. Queen d7, bishop f4, bishop b6. Obviously, that white is only who is playing on. And now this idea with c3, d4. Personally, I don't like this move. Because after c4 actually white gets this really good diagonal, because after bishop g2 I will push b4, b5, and this bishop is actually working. And when you had pawn on d5, basically it was stopped by this chain d5, c6, b7, and c4, bishop e5. I think that it's a very risky decision what she did, what Shen Yang did. So bishop a5, rook e5, interesting move. I get this one thing after rook e2. I'm not so sure. Is this really? But okay, she wanted to play rook e5 because then she will get another tempo for rook e1. Let's see. They repeated once, and now rook e2. So. Okay, now it's also questionable what Shen Yang will do, because if she takes, yeah, just play queen f4, rook e8, rook e1, rook e2, rook e2. Yeah, so we changed a couple of pieces, but I'm not so sure. Are you able to play a move like this, because it looks very dangerous, and now I can play queen b8, very unpleasant move. So you are pinned everywhere. I have this idea possible to play bishop h3 and to force you to play g6. Let's say, for example, a6. I'm playing bishop h3, g6. I give this check on e5. Now, of course, you probably have to move king, let's say like this. And how you will now defend this guy in long term? Because if I play c5,
how you will
break, huh?
Yes.
Okay, it's for me it should be easier because this bishop can also go back. I can move this bishop to another diagonal, like bishop f1, bishop e2, and just simply come here. What to do with this pawn? Because now you cannot exchange queens so easy, and of course you don't have square to exchange this queen. And I will play b4 simply here and a4. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how Shenyang will defend this position. Maybe she played some moves, yeah? So, yeah, rook e2, she's still thinking. Maybe it's time to see what is happening in open section.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can check open section.
Okay, let's go.
It's not problem.
Yeah. So we can start from this second match. Yeah, we can start actually from first match, and let's see game of Vachier-Legrand. It seems this was interesting game, and we can go back to this game. Just a second to find it, because it's yeah, he's playing against Li Chao, so he has white pieces, and now yeah, already it started a real fight. Here I said that Vachier will probably take a5, and this is exactly what happened. I think that Vachier is better in this position. And knight c4, knight d5, knight e5. It looks quite bad for black. f4, queen b3, rook b8, bishop e5, and also Vachier is playing quite fast all these moves. I mean, his idea is just to put this knight to c6. When you lose this bishop, you will not have any mating threats. I guess that moves like fe3 and bishop h6 that simply are too late for this kind of things. I mean, it's even not so dangerous anymore. So I guess even in this position that I can just simply defend it, and the next move is actually knight c6 or even knight d7, which is bigger threat. So after bishop b5, basically the threat is also knight d7. So I don't think that Li Chao is in that he has good position. I think that it will be really tough for him to save this position. So it can be big advantage for Italian team to have early stage of match such a good position. It seems that he played some move and he took on e3, if I saw well. So because it seems to me that it was fe3 played. Obviously, if Li Chao chose if he took pawn, yeah, probably he took on e3, and that's now it's time for Li Chao to really
find some solution.
To find solution. We'll see. Yesterday, he took on e5, and then okay, d5 is only choice. We'll see. Yesterday, one of our guests, Badur Yobova, he said that. Li Chao is really smart because he lost this game to Adams when it was not important for his team,
but
and
he won.
He won very important game day before, and then he said, "Yeah, you know, time when to lose game." It was quite funny to hear it. But let's see today if he can escape loss, and also will this loss be maybe important fact in this match. Also, let's see in this match maybe Kramnik-Leko. Let's update game when we are already watching this match. I mean, on camera. So let's see Kramnik-Leko just for a second. Nothing big is happening. Knight c4. We left here position. Queen c8. Exactly. They got this structure from yeah, it's from Carlsberg structure, just with the opposite colors, and it can come also from some variations in Caro-Kann. I don't think that Kramnik has advantage, but he said that he's just playing chess, so we'll see what happens.
I like his style now.
Yeah. Okay, now let's maybe switch to some interesting games on lower boards, so on lower matches. I mean, let's see game Wojtaszek against Shirov. It was already a few games they played same variation, and it seems that they continue with their theoretical duels, and I think that both of them, they are trying to find this final truth, what is happening in this variation, and so on. Already, I mean, today we can see that d4, d5, c4, c6. I said a few days before that Shirov basically is playing always Meran or semi-Slav with the black pieces in last few years, and e3, knight bd7, queen c2, bishop d6. Alexei will not escape from the from main lines. He wants actually to see what is happening in this line, and exactly they were playing this line already few times. dc4, bishop c4, b5, bishop d3, bishop b7, a3. All of this was played, and I remember that one game here Alexei played a5, and he won one very nice game against Wojtaszek. It was a few years ago, maybe in 2012. So let's see. After a3 he chose rook c8. This is theory. I mean, b4 c5. This is beautiful idea by, actually it was first time played this idea with rook c8, and I think after rook d1 even c5 happened in that game. It was played by Maja Chiburdanidze, former world champion. Very interesting idea. b4 only way to stop c5, but anyway c5. This is very interesting.
But anyway.
Yeah, but anyway c5, bc5, bishop f3, and now obviously that they know what is happening here. cd6 played very fast, knight d5, and it seems that Shirov spent some time on 21st move. Until then he knew everything. Yeah, after gf3 I guess that the main idea should be after gf3 some jump maybe to g4, for example, is possible, or simply I can play anyway knight d5 move.
Not something like
Here? Yeah, I can play
bishop
anyway
c5.
knight d5.
No,
I think that anyway I can play move knight d5. It looks very logical, and I guess that after knight d5 some bishop h2 should be okay. And then after king h2 this perpetual check, queen h4, and king cannot escape from perpetual checks. I guess something like this is a possible line. And also if you would play now cd6, we would be back in game, because Wojtaszek first took cd6. Then it seems that they know what they are doing. Simply knight d5, gf3, and as I said, on 21st move Shirov spent almost 30 minutes. He was probably remembering line, because I cannot believe that he did not watch all of this. He did not check all of these setups. But let's see, rook c5, bishop c1, knight h5. Actually, for these two moves, for 21st move and 22nd move, Shirov spent 50 minutes. On other side, just some bishop c1. He did not spend so much time. I mean, Wojtaszek did not spend so much time. So yeah, knight h5, e5, g6. This is an interesting position. I think that Wojtaszek is for sure better prepared than Alexei. But Alexei, because simply Alexei believes in position, and he will also play it even if it's just something new for him. I mean, of course he is very well prepared, but you know, it's always about remembering about how deep you were working. And now queen f2 was last move by Wojtaszek. Some problems with pawn on d4 here, really unpleasant. We'll see how.
And which position you prefer here?
Well, now it seems that white is better. He has two bishops, and also, I mean, it's not so easy to defend this pawn on d4. Queen f2. Also, it's interesting that Wojtaszek spent 28 minutes on this move. So now fight starts. So we'll see. It seems that now both of them are out of their book. So yeah.
Okay. Next game.
Yeah, now is maybe we can come back and just see what is happening in game Wang Yu Bakro. We remember they played very interesting line, h3 knight f3 in King's Indian, very popular and modern line, and of course Bakro is playing on win. Wang Yu showed with this line that he wants to win today, to be hero, so let's see. We stopped after rook g1, said that we can expect some move like king h8, and exactly this is what happened from Bakro. So king h8, bishop d3, e4, bishop e2, knight c5, all normal moves. Black is preparing this jump on d3. I mean, this is very important. Queen d2, c6, and long castle. I have to say that Wang Yu is playing quite fast this position. Somehow, I mean, he spent for queen d2, bishop e2, and castle less than 5 minutes. Yeah, for last couple of moves. So it means that he is still in preparation. Let's see. I thought that Kramnik is walking around, but maybe not. And the Grishchuk is checking position of team. So, okay. Yeah, we will see what will happen in this game. And yeah, we can check actually now other match. I mean, let's see what is happening in game with Hugo Caruana. We were speaking about this position, and that Hugo is playing really fast. That it seems that he knows variation, and on the other side, this Caruana's position is not really well here. Last move was king e2 when we were checking game, and then after knight b4, actually g4, knight g7, knight d4. This looks extremely unpleasant for black with this knight on g7. I mean, because next move rook d8, bishop e3, and now h5. Okay, of course we can expect h3 move from Hugo. Yeah, what is nice to say here, basically Caruana has to be very careful, because some moves to just change some pieces, like knight e6, knight e6, f e6 seems to be bad. After f4 it will be very tough to do anything, and especially if you just go for position ag4, ag4 and try something to do like with knight d5, actually after g5 probably you will resign game, because bishop can't go out anymore, so you're playing without
from
one
the
piece.
end
Yeah, so because of this double pawn, so actually Caruana has to be really careful what he's doing in this position. So I think that already it's a really big advantage after h5. Now we see that with Hugo is still thinking what to play, but I think that h3 is just a normal move and that this will be played. Maybe he's thinking even of pushing g5 in this position. It looks in the beginning not so logical, but you know, this knight from d4 is actually controlling a lot of squares, and I guess that if you play knight c6 now, you give this extra chances that this pawn on a7 is weak, and now would be like some very fast a4, a5,
knight
and
e6. Maybe
so
this gives some chances to black for this bishop knight e6, and it's hanging on e5.
Yeah, but this is exactly, maybe he's just trying to push a4, a5 very fast. But we'll see what is happening. It seems that Grishchuk played some interesting move. Let's check what is happening. We remember position with Nakamura. Nakamura played rook a7. We said that this is quite smart move in this position, and now castle c4. Bishop c2, b5. Nakamura is just trying to push this b4. c4 is quite brave decision, since now you gave free hands for white, you know, to attack on king. Yeah, to attack black's king on king's side, and h4 looks like beginning of it. Of course, white wants to prepare bishop h2, but what is more important, that knight g5 is starting to be a serious threat in this position. So it seems to me that still this b4, okay, it can be good, but anyway, you know, after b4 you need to push b3 in order to do something. For example, b4, yeah, it looks quite normal, but I think that now it would be already time for some move like knight g5, even just bishop h2 looks to me very natural. And you know, you have to push b3 because bc is not really good. You don't have so much time. The best for you would be to play a4 and somehow to put knight a5 and knight b3. Otherwise, if you wait just one move, I don't know even what to play. Maybe like g6, something like, let's say, just here possible idea. Yeah, for example, it's possible idea to push a4, and now you don't. I mean, you have just one square to come with rook. It's very tough to go there.
And bishop on c8 is very.
Yeah, it's completely dead for now.
Yes.
So it's really doesn't have big perspective here. So I do not think that c4 was a smart decision. Somehow it seems that Nakamura, I mean Hikaru, he did not left to himself this possibility, you know, to be flexible in position. Simply he immediately started to push. But we saw that yesterday also he was in quite big problems against Nair. It's not the best tournament for him, so it can have a big influence on his game and so on. Yeah. Now, yeah, in this match we already saw many games. Maybe it's time also to check third match between home team Alkaloid and the biggest surprise for now after 6th round, Beersheva, just club from Israel. On first board we see Roy's Ivanchuk, and let's see what happened, because the Ivanchuk chose to play Slav defense today, and this is very solid line for him. So here is game. Roy's Ivanchuk, they played already a couple of moves, and it seems to me that Roy's played exactly his style, very solid line. So rook c1, and now we stopped here. We said that cd5 and taking on d5 2 times is basically main threat, and Ivanchuk defended it with rook d8, quite smart move, because now white has to decide what to do. And also what with rook d8, what black keeps is actually extra option to take on c4 and push c5 in future. So knight g6, a6, cd5, ed5, bishop g2. Interesting setup, I have to say. Now queen b6 looks very nice move, because obviously that queen b3 would be in your favor with the black pieces, and queen c2, knight bd7, castle. It's also, I mean, Royce is playing with the self-confidence this position. You can see that he is not spending so much time, and now at least now, until now, he did not spend. Let's see now, bishop f2, a6 final position. If I see well, it's should not be some big problems for black, but still white also should not be worried. I mean, this bishop on f2 and bishop on g2, you have bishop pair. At some point you want to take on c5 with white pieces. Of course, now it's everything is here about this dc5 move, about the possibility for black to push actually c4, b5. I think that what we can expect from Royce is some move like queen d2 or queen b1, with the idea basically to prepare knight e2 maneuver, and then not just that you're threatening dc5 and knight is coming to d4, also knight can go to f4. This queen on e6 also can be a little bit, you know, just not a good square. So Ivanchuk will have to think after queen b1 what to do against knight e2. Now we can leave this game, but we will not leave match. We'll go to fourth board, and there is a game between Andreikin and Grimfeld. So let's see this game. Andreikin has white pieces, and it seems to me that yeah, he sacrificed piece, if I see well. Well, this is I'm not so sure about is this really correct, because he has just one piece, 1 pawn for piece. So let's see what happened. Andreikin chose this e3 move, which is not really dangerous. I mean, but it's a very good way to avoid Grimfeld, because now d5 does not have big sense. If you play d5, I mean, I can just take cd5, knight d5, and later on after bishop e2 I will play e4. Usually my knight is not on c3, so you cannot take knight c3, this is the point. However, castle, bishop e2, d6 is now leading to this position which is not so dangerous in King's Indian. This line is not so dangerous. Let's see, castle, knight bd7, knight c3, e5, queen c2, rook e8, rook d1 and d4. That's his interesting choice, because generally black would like to play e4 and knight f8 to attack, but here e4 is basically, I guess it's met with some knight d2, because knight g5, queen e7 seems fine for black. Next move h6, so I guess that knight d2, and now after knight f8, okay, b4 h5, this should be a typical counter attack for sorry, maybe you can take, sorry, here you just take it, so I had to play, sorry, queen e7, I forgot to put this one move, and b4, knight f8, and now h5, bishop f5, and this position is just unclear completely. However, Alan chose to play e d4, knight d4, c6, also setup which is quite solid, although here white should be slightly better. So b3 happened, a5, bishop a3, queen e7, knight d b5. Wow, this looks like very concrete. Of course, that Andreikin was not obliged to play this move, but let's see, knight d b5, c b5, bishop d6, queen d8, and now not even taking pawn on b5. I guess that he realized that after c b5 there should be some problems. I mean, maybe with this knight on c3 looks very strange. I mean, decision. Of course. Do you think that knight b5 is met with knight? It seems to me that it was like kind of, you know, he spent 35 minutes almost on knight b5. So let's see, bishop d6, queen d8, and bishop f3, bc4, bc4. Yeah, this is of course very. Okay, it should be okay for black. I cannot believe that black has any problems.
Problem with not problems, but, with queen on d8, there is no square for a4.
In this position, at least. Maybe we'll play knight b5, for example. But
now I can play, because at first I played the bishop f3, and now probably I can play.
Yeah, but also I have this move, which is quite good defensive move. I would go with the knight on e8, and I really do not believe that white can have anything here. Of course, I mean, Andreikin probably knows why he was sacrificed piece. So we'll see what will happen.
Okay, let's check some other games.
Yeah, let's maybe we know
What's
that
your suggestion?
You know that in this match, in second match, there is big problem for Caruana. It seemed to us that Caruana just went straight into preparation. So let's see what is happening exactly in that game. So it's Volokitin against, not Volokitin, sorry, it's Vitiugov against Caruana. So yeah, actually, what I said, it's bad. Now Caruana is playing it. I mean, after h3, he chose ag4, knight e6, knight e6, fe6. Obviously, now that after f4, which will be played here for sure by
G5, yes.
He has to play g5. Otherwise, the position is just bad. Yeah, this. But anyway, position looks. Not so good for black. I mean, even with this bishop on g7, I need just to change two pieces and to hold pawn on a5, and still your bishop will not go out, because every pawn endgame will be lost, because I will have simply g pawn, extra pawn. I think that Caruana is in big trouble, although it seems to me that he's quite, you can see his face, he's not worried so much. Yeah, of course, this is a very important moment for
this match.
Yeah, for this match it's quite important moment, and also, you know, we have the same one game in first match, top match. There is game between Vashier and Li Chao. We already saw that Li Chao is in some problems. Let's see what is happening, and is it really big problem for black? So yeah, bishop e5, we stayed. We so stop here, d5, fe, rook e1, rook f1, rook c8. wow, it seems to me that Li Chao is actually struggling in this position. What about move bishop c4? Actually, I don't understand how black is defending move like bishop e7 threat. I guess you have to play even rook c7, but this looks all very bad, because after rook c7, at least what I can do, I will put this rook on d1, e6, and I will put bishop on d6, or for example even just go back rook f1 with mating threats. So I think that Li Chao is in really big troubles here, and we see that Taronian is also walking and checking his game. I think that they realized, actually all of them, to realize that this game is now already bad sign for them. So after rook c8, I'm expecting this bishop c4 from Vashier. I mean, simply because you have this big threat. You know, you cannot play move like queen d7. Simply bishop e7 looks like maybe after bishop e7 actually you can take rook c4. Maybe something like this can defend your position. But anyway, e6 also looks like possibility in this position, and somehow it looks ugly just for black.
Yes.
I don't know, what is your opinion? I guess you would prefer also white pieces in this position.
Yes, of course, because it just looks like that.
We should have something.
Yes, yes.
We should be. Yeah, I think even that now Vashier is considering some strange moves like bishop e8 maybe in some point. Looks a little bit strange, but possible, because you are trying to give this check on f7, while also you want maybe to exchange some pieces. And of course, finally, I mean, also e6 looks like it deserves really attention, because you are opening diagonal for your other bishop, and it looks really Vashier has like many options. Everything looks fine for him. It seems to me that.
But sometimes it's very hard when you have so many options, you know, to choose. You have to choose the right option, and
that's true.
It's not so easy.
Also, we can see in same match. I mean, because it looks like we have this match China against France. We can see on a 4th and 5th board, Li Chao and Wang Yu, they are playing for Siberia, and on another side we have Vashier and Bacro, they are playing for Italian team, so they are like China-France match, and even. What
do you think? Who will win in this match, China or French team?
For now, French team has quite good
chances. Yes.
Chances, because we will now just reach a game from position from Bacro, which also looks like kind of nice for him. He will just push b5. I mean, if these two games starts to go on a side of Italian team, it will be really bad for Siberia. And for now, I do not see exactly on which board they can do anything, because maybe it's time to check a game of Korobov, because this can be maybe only chance for Siberia to get full point in this match. So just let's check game of Korobov, which is because he's favorite in this game. He should try and to attack Wakatura, and he's even pound down. I mean, this does not look good for Siberia for now. It can be serious problems. I mean, this is really good stuff. So yeah.
And we didn't check Kramnik against Leko, I think, for some time.
Yeah, Kramnik Leko. I think that Kramnik is more worried for his other players, because we saw that in the before match he came and he was shaking with all of his players, giving them support. I mean, he's making this big result for 4 out of 4, and it would be amazing if he wins today's game. And he makes 5 out of 5, and they still don't get first place. I mean, this would be really rare case. I mean, even on the European Club Cups. His position is nothing special after knight e5, rook a8. Okay, white can play on some edge here, but I mean, I'm not expecting that Leko will have problems to hold this position. Although, on the other side, it seems that Leko has this, that he's always struggling in big games. We saw against Topalov, I mean, he had such a nice position. He achieved everything in what he could, and then later on he lost. He just lost game. Even he lost game without counter chances. Like he just stopped to play. I mean, at some point under pressure. So yeah, Vlad is really deep now into position, and yeah, it seems that the only chance is Grishchuk against Nakamura, because this is really like a double-edged position. And just let's see what happened in game on second board. Just let's check a little bit Karyakin, Aronyan, because this was also looking like a good position for Italian team, like better position for Karyakin. And yeah, Karyakin cannot lose it. I mean, it's really hard to expect that he will lose such a nice position, because he's just slightly better, I mean, and he's pressuring on d5 square. Obviously, that okay. Now Rook c3 was played by Aronyan, and I think that next move is just Rook c3. This is very close to draw. Still, Aronyan has to take care about position, and yeah, for now, leaders are in problem. I mean, Siberia has some problems. I mean, especially fourth board and game Bashir Legravre Chao. It's really bad news for Russian team.
Okay, but I believe that they will do something, and that
they will hold this match.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, as I said, it's not. It's actually if we can see just standings of open section, because there is a very important fact to see second tie break in here. We can see that Sokar is very near. You see that second tie break is 180 for Siberia and 172 and half for Sokar. This is not so many points if we say that you know, we have this system, Sonneborn-Berger Olympiad system, which counts also match points, which counts also normal points and so on. So it can happen that Sokar gets again chances to defend title. So it's basically points of opponents, and yeah, this exactly. So it's number of points of opponents which from teams which you were playing, and without last the worst team. I mean, in this in your matches. So it will be interesting to see. It seems that Siberia is in problems, but of course now it's time for us to take one short break. And yeah.
Do you want before the break? We can check Shirov game, and then
you would like
we
to
can.
See, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, Shirov is. We know that because if we take break, maybe Shirov will finish game. So yeah,
yes.
This can be problem with Alexei. I mean, so Queen f2 was played. And now after long thinking b4, but I mean, if we check last couple of moves, Shirov spent more than 1 hour. Also, Wojtaszek started to spend. He spent also on last move.
It's complicated
28
position,
minutes, and it seems here that after Queen f2 b4, simply what he is preparing, like after Queen d4, is move like Rook d5, and now Bishop on d3 is hanging. This should be idea. For example, after Queen e3, I have this beautiful idea on knight f4. If you play Queen c4, then I have Rook c8, and now you have to go with Queen on a6. And obviously, if I want just to reach draw, I will play Rook c6, Queen a8, Rook c8. Just if I want to reach draw, because obviously here that King g7 can be another option. So now Wojtaszek has to think whether he will take this pawn on d4 or not. Now with b4, also b3 is possible threat in future. So White has to be really fast. I mean, personally, I would play f5 in this position. I would just start to push my pawns. Maybe
I can take on e5.
No, but maybe I take AB, and I push f5. You take gf.
No, on e5.
Ah, you want to take on, but I have rook on e5.
Oh, sorry.
You should not.
Yeah, I am so.
I mean, you can take, but maybe it's not so good. Yeah?
I'm watching, but
so, yeah.
I'm
next move will be f4. So. Still, I like White's position more here, because this b pawn you need still to push it like b3, b2, and still b1 square is controlled by 3 pieces, like by this bishop and probably potentially by these 2 rooks on first rank, and also this bishop can come to g5 to h6. This should be better position for White. So we will see what will happen, and it seems that they will still play game after our break. So now we are taking
a little
break,
short
and
break.
We'll be
here
back
in
for
few minutes.
Yeah, in a few minutes. Yeah.
So see you.
Welcome to chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instantly matched up with one of over 5 million other members from around the world. You play live games in real time, turn-based games at your convenience, or tournaments with anyone at any time. Chess.com is mobile. You can play online from your computer, or you can play on the go from your tablet or your smartphone. No matter where you go, whether you're at work, grabbing a bite to eat, or just enjoying some time at the park, your games are there with you, and keeping multiple chess games going has never been easier. Chess.com is for learning. Don't just play chess, get better. The best chess training resources have never been more accessible. Learn essential chess strategy quickly and easily with the extremely popular Tactics Trainer tool. Improve your game in ways you didn't know were possible with training videos by chess masters. And regardless of where you're at now, take your game to the next level with multiple simple-to-use training tools. Chess.com is for everyone. Over 250 million chess games have been played on Chess.com. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a grandmaster. Chess.com is the place to play and learn chess. So create your free account now and see what Chess.com is for you.
So we are back again here with you, and first of all, after we took short break, but again we are coming back to, I think, a very important game in a top match. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, it seems that he is very close to win today's game against Li Chao. So now let's check position. They played a couple of moves, and we stopped after rook c8. We were discussing will Vachier play bishop c4 or not, and so on. Of course, he played bishop c4 with this basic threat actually to take on e7, which is really nice. I mean, if you can take on e7, it's just material. And queen d7 has been played, but I think Li Chao didn't have any other options in this case. And of course, e6, very nice move, queen c6, rook c1, and now I think that this position is completely lost. Really, I would be really surprised if Li Chao would help draw or something in this position. It looks really bad. I mean, if you play knight b4, I mean, at least what I can do is just, I guess, just to play bishop b5, and later on I will take this pawn. Also, I mean, okay, bishop b4, a b4, queen b4, maybe there are some tricks, I mean, connected with move bishop a6, but even now, if you look, this doesn't look good. Even I can take on e7, and it seems to me that I will be promoting their queen or giving mate very fast, because I guess if I take bishop c4, check, maybe something like this is, I mean, I don't see any other chance for black. Something like this to hold it, it seems to me. Maybe here we cannot actually, I don't see a real way to give mate with the white pieces, and this is something which maybe actually Li Chao can hope for, but instead of rook c1, knight before, actually I don't see any other sensible option, because obviously that bishop d5 is big threat. So I think that knight before is maybe only move here for
Can I play something like bishop b2
yeah.
after?
Of course, as you said, bishop b2, and you want to play queen c3, of course. Maybe this is actually bigger problem for black, because now tough things to solve. Yeah, it's no, it generally just looks bad. I mean, it's, you know, sometimes you cannot save position. It's really bad. I mean, I guess that only chance for black is now to play rook f8 and put the rook on f6.
On f6, yes.
I mean, just simple move as rook f1 looks like it's finishing game. It's no chance, I think, for black. Okay, he has still some options to try some tactical things with knight d5, because there are some chances that after bishop d5 actually he can take queen c3, and he will have enough time to take rook f1. I mean, bishop c3, rook f1, and then he would be very happy with his position. So, I mean, he has some tactical options, but I mean, if you just play maybe just calm move like queen d4, not giving anything, I mean, what black will do? I mean, next move is queen d8 check, rook f1 is threat. I mean, it's just completely lost position, I think. So let's see, maybe he played something. Of course, yeah, Li Chao did not play anything. It's very unpleasant. I think that this loss will be quite painful for this team. Let's now see Wang Yu. He's playing on 5th board. He has white pieces against Bacro, and now it seems that he will need to do something in order to win game. Position is really sharp, and it also does not look really good for white. On other side, after h4, we saw position with a6, h4, b5. I like this move, knight e6, because otherwise, what will happen? I mean, black will just push this b4. So let's see, knight e6, d6. Okay, now this bishop on d4 will come, and that's.
And then in some moments I can play something like rook g7.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, rook g7 is really, yeah, as you said, it's really
okay
just you give
and
put bishop on d4. Of course, some e3 should be stopped, because for now king is being
really playable position. So
yeah. Okay, we'll see. Now it's everything about calculation here. You know, it's if black can take on e6 pawn, for example, and he plays rook f7, defending everything. It's question also what white will do. So this like king a1 move, it's not like where you want always to put king. I mean, it's now with the open c line and so on. So it's very important now to see what is happening in just a second. I think there was draw in game Karyakin Aronian, we saw that they shook hands. So yeah, it was just drawn. It was just repeating until 40th move. Simply Karyakin did not have to push this position. It seems at the end it's just drawish position, but he did not even. He doesn't have to press because we saw positions. Bashir has very good position. Bakro does not have any problems. Also on 6th board, it's very tough to see way how Korobo will win game. Leko does not have particular problems, so there is no. He doesn't have anything to risk, so we can see maybe what is happening in.
I want to see maybe.
Yeah, Aronian has at the end. This is actually a little bit strange that he made 5 draws out of 5 games. That he finished this European Club Cup with this result. I mean, without any win, it's strange. But yeah, as we said before, now it's very important to see what is happening in game. In match between Sokar and Medni Vasadnik, really it's important to see will Sokar get a chance to win, because we know that also Sokar was in problems on 3rd board. We can see that Vitiugov is playing against Caruana, and Caruana does not have really good position. So let's see how Caruana is defending his worst position. Yeah, after f4, of course, Caruana realized he knows. Just a second, after knight e6, fe6, first move was a3, and now after knight c6, f4, g5, rook h5, gf4, bishop f4. Okay, after b5 there are some chances actually to reach a dawn. Knight b5, very interesting move by Vitiugov. I guess he's going with knight on c7 after rook b8. Now it's just question, will he include 2 moves like a4 and a6, or he will just save this pawn on a3 in order to control b4 square. So I guess the top will be it. Let's say knight c7, rook b2 check, simply king d3, and sorry, maybe even better king e3, just to be very close to this pawn on g4. And it's very tough. You cannot take pawn on e5, at least for now. And okay, maybe check, king e4, and what is happening if I take rook a3? Taking on e6, it seems that I can play something like this. Can I give this check? And
okay, king f5.
Yeah, king f5. It looks tough. I thought that maybe you can take something on e5, but maybe actually I can take it. But then we have problem with this intermediate check. I will not take king e5 because of rook g4. I will give check, and also problem is that after king f7 I will give one more check to g7, and then it's okay. It's just piece up.
After just a second.
Which move?
I thought knight d4 in one moment.
Here maybe knight
not
c7
after king f5.
Yeah, you can change. Yeah, of course.
Something like because of a pawn maybe.
Yeah, okay, this is of course.
Okay. White king is so much better than black, and also bishop, and but
okay,
maybe
there are
this
some
is
chances, yeah,
for
there are some chances for sure for draw. Okay, now I guess that you have to be also careful about some bishop h6 at some point. Yeah, it will be interesting. Yeah, so what to see? Yeah, where we can see advantage actually for Sokar. Maybe it can be on 4th board. Let's see what Adams is doing. I mean,
let's see.
Adams again, Matlakov. Yeah, this can be something for because we can see that Adams was sacrificing pawn. So we stopped here after knight b6 and a4. Let's see how he sacrificed this pawn. Yeah, it looks very interesting idea. Queen d2, rook c3, and now rook e3. Rook e3 and f3. Very nice move. I mean, maybe white will not be able to win game, but it keeps very good chances after bishop d5. Look how strong this bishop is. I mean, compared to his colleague on f8,
for win, and black is.
I think that it's very tough to play this position for black, because I mean, queen d3, queen b5. It's another weakness.
Or,
you know, or rook f5 simply. I can control everything with queen. Now, what is the most important for black is basically to activate bishop from f8, but I don't see a good way. I don't see a good way here.
G6, h5, something like that.
After g6, even this move looks very dangerous.
Ah, yes, because I don't have a square for queen on g6.
Yeah, anyway, I mean, even if you play like move, doesn't matter, queen g7, I mean, okay, now queen d3 and everything is passive. But problem is also that after g6 you open this second rank, I mean, for black, yeah, or 7th rank.
Yes, yes,
it
white,
doesn't
look good. Just I'm so looking for some
Yeah, I think it's tough position actually for Matlakov, so maybe this is main game for soccer, I mean. We can see that also Tukmakov is a little bit nervous, in my opinion at least, because he's walking today and he is not. Hands are now different position. Yeah, so there is no hands on back like usually is happening. So let's see what is happening in game on 5th board. It's Adams is quite good in opposite colored endgames. So let's see what's happening in game Rochstein-Mamedyarov. Also, if Mamedyarov can make something in this game, it would be big improvement for soccer. Rochstein-Mamedyarov. It seems that Mamedyarov, we were saying about a6, b6, and let's see, queen a3, d4, fe4, all these are normal moves. And yeah, now it's question actually, f3, knight e8. Maybe actually Mamedyarov has some chances, because king is, king looks bad, but main now option for black should be to play knight d6. I guess that idea for Maxim is that after knight d6 he will play bishop a4 move. And now after knight b5, bishop b5, I mean, if I take on d7, it will become maybe more dangerous position for black.
Something like just after knight d6.
Yeah, bishop a4.
No, I thought something like f4 maybe, and then
you
rook
want
f1.
To push f4. No, but f4 knight b5. Yeah, this is tempo hanging queen. Yeah. And now it's just after f5, this would be maybe a little bit problem. But I guess that bishop a4 is idea, because he needs to activate bishop. Bishop on c2 looks like not so good piece. And now also, as I said, very important is to take on d7 at some point. You have this extra option, and then pawn on a7, it becomes more and more stronger. So yeah, it's now interesting what will Mamedyarov choose. I think that he is thinking about maybe something like g5, just to take control over dark squares, or for example move like queen f4, and now you want to go knight e5, but this is of course a little bit risky, because you have always now to think about moves like b4 in future. However, maybe queen f4 is the best option for black. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, queen f4, knight e5, and I will put this next knight on d6. With bishop on a4 you will not get so much. I'm threatening knight e5 also to take pawn on f3. It seems to me that b4 is not really fast. I mean, here b4 does not have so much sense, because also after cb4, queen b4, I get this very important square c5 for my pieces, and then simply I will control e5 square by playing f6 and knight d6, and this should be good position. So maybe Mamedyarov actually has chances to play for some win. It seems to me that Li Chao played some moves, so we should maybe switch back to this game, because it seems that it can be finished fast. Bashir, Li Chao, bishop c4, knight b6. Well, so he is willing to give queen, I guess, in some cases, because this cannot be good for black. This move is like really, after bishop e2 you have to give queen, because otherwise I don't see what you will play if I play bishop e2. Simply queen cannot go where to put queen. If you put queen on d5, I take on b6, I guess. If you take on c1 now, it's just the end, yeah? I just take bishop c1, rook c1, king f2, and I mean, it's just the end.
Okay, something else, just to see?
I don't see move after bishop e2, really. I mean, it's so natural move. I mean, he has queen a4. But anyway, queen a4, okay, now I give check, yeah, rook c8.
Okay.
You take with something, let's say with bishop you have to take.
Check on d8 at the end, yes.
Yeah,
queen
and okay,
b6.
you have check on e3, but I think it's not so much, because after queen c8, even this looks that it's not perpetual check, because king f1 and king is finally hiding from. Okay, it's maybe tough to win, because at the end this is not so easy to win. But I think that after queen a4, it must be something for white. Somehow I cannot believe that he can hold so easily this position, because after rook c8, bishop c8, I mean, also this move looked like a big problem maybe. Okay, maybe it's too much, because you can take on e6. So we'll see. Maybe Maxim played something. Yeah, Maxim played bishop a6. Actually, he is, of course, smarter than us in this position. So yeah, bishop a6 looks like the end. Yeah, so he prevented everything. It seems to me that it's just even he likes his position. You see, I mean, if you take queen c1, his position is lost. Bishop c1 and rook c1 and they played already. This, it seems to me, yeah, or not? No, they did not play queen c1. Okay, it seems completely that just it's winning position for Maxim, so it will be big point for Italian team and chance. Actually, if Italian team wins, at least they will take some medal. I mean, if they are not first, this is quite sure. So now next game, important match. Yeah, Beersheva against Alkaloid. Ivanchuk on first board. Important match for home team. They also want to get to be in first three teams. And let's now see what Ivanchuk is doing in this game. Yeah, Ivanchuk is actually pawn up, and it seems completely winning game. It's not first game where he was completely winning in on this tournament, so we have to wait till the end to see what is happening. We stopped here after a6. Then I was suggesting to move queen b1 with idea knight e2 or queen d2 with the same idea, but it seems queen e2 was played in game, and after b5 now I don't have this very important maneuver with knight e2 just to improve position of knight. And dc bishop c5, somehow, yeah, this was rook c2 was big blunder by Royce, and now we can see very easy b4, knight e4 and bishop e3, easy trick. I mean, sometimes this happens to Mikhail. I mean, he can just blunder these easy tricks like, okay, this is two moves trick, it's not even something big. I mean, so rook c8, bishop f2, queen f2, rook c8, and okay, with d pawn now, with weak, with controlling c line, of course that black is very close to win game. So king g2, queen f5, rook d2, and now what we can expect from Ivanchuk is maybe knight c4 here.
Expect everything.
yeah, and also we can expect everything, just as you said.
Maybe Royce didn't blunder this. Just he know that yes.
He gave him purpose, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here even now there are very nice options even connected with rook c1 move. I think that Ivanchuk is calculating something like this, like rook c1. Now if you want to play bishop a6, now sort of sacrifices on e4 or g4. For example, I have even this sacrifice knight f3 in particular in this case, because I think that this is working for black. And now after king f2 is double check, knight e4, and I will take at the end rook on d2, so it will be like this. And I mean, okay, this is completely winning position after rook a1 taking another pawn.
So okay, Ivanchuk probably
I think that rook c1 will be played by Ivanchuk because knight f3 is threat.
Let's check Kramnik against Topalov.
Yeah, okay, let's check this position.
If you agree, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's Kramnik and Topalov will check, yeah, these two guys. And let's see, Kramnik against Leko. Slightly better structure for white, but it's really minimal. What's good for white in this position, final position after rook e3, is that still black did not push this pawn, because usually everything is connected with ideas to push b5, a5 and b4. This is this looks only chance for black. On the other side, white will push g4 f5. Really, Kramnik does not have big chances to play on win, but now I think that practically he is forced to do it, and I think that he will play many moves before accepting or even in drawish position, because Li Chao is losing game, I mean, and other games are not so good. So
and after e5 in some moments.
Here?
Yes.
After rook e5?
After, okay, you said g4 and f5.
At some point. Yeah, now it's just important for white to play slowly. I think that black is actually obliged to push this move b5.
To start
something to do. I mean, and I think but he did not play it actually. He played queen d6. If I see well, I don't like this move for Leko. I really don't like, but I think that he's preparing basically defense with f6. He wants just to keep position. I would not do it like that, but okay, he knows why he is doing it. In same match, let's see what is happening.
We didn't see Grischuk.
Yeah, Grischuk for a while, because he had this interesting position, and it seems that there were some changes in this game. So
maybe he will be hero of this match if he
Grischuk
wins.
Nakamura. Wow, this bishop h4 is like when you take pawn like this, you have to at least 2-3 times check same position, because personally I like Grischuk position now much more than Naka's position, because I really don't understand now what is happening if I start with this move, g4. It looks a little bit too aggressive in the beginning, but my idea is basically to take knight g7, knight h4, queen h4, and now to start maybe a strange attack, but with knight f3. I would give this pawn, even queen g4, king h1, just to be really fast with rook g1, activating rook, and now doing over dark squares. This queen on g4 now does not seem to be like the best piece, and okay, the only chance is that now probably at some point black will play f6, so maybe I'm too optimistic for white position. But it seems to me that if you take pawn on h4, it will just help white's attack. I mean, of course this is normal option. You put knight to f3, queen g4, and queen to e3, or even immediately you play something with queen on e3 or f4 even. It looks very perspective for
yes, for white
Alexander,
and for Alexander.
Yeah, so yeah, this will be quite important game, because I mean, it's you know, if Alexander gets winning position, it means that they will fight back, you know, to in the match, and they will have they will simply g4 played actually.
That he will win.
Yeah, g4 was played, yeah,
yes,
by Grischuk. Now it will be interesting to see what Naka is trying to show us.
You think Grischuk is?
Yeah, he played g4. Okay, knight g7 is a normal move, and yeah, it's interesting that both of players are now they have 15 minutes on clock. It's really it will be very good blitz game. We know that Grischuk won a blitz championship, and now I think that Nakamura is actually challenger in this game.
Naka wasn't there.
Naka was not there. Yeah, he was playing tournament in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, Millionaire. Yeah, exactly at the time.
But now he's here, so they will.
And just
show
in the
us
meantime, before we go for the second match and first board games with Lev Topalov, let's see how Ivanchuk won game, because this is the quickest win on first board in top matches. I think that now it is big help to home team that Ivanchuk won exactly after bishop f1, knight e5. Wow! After rook d2, actually game was finished after knight e4. Bravo for Vasily. This was really nice move. I mean,
nice.
This is. I was saying rook c1 with the idea knight e4, but it seems that simply knight e4, f e4, queen e4. Now this is losing material, king g1, knight f3, king g2, I just take material. And obviously that if you play after knight e4, fe4, queen e4, king on h3, that king is getting mated after g5 and g4. This is very easy, very nice win for Vasily.
For Vasily, at least for the end.
Yeah,
it's a very nice one.
But really beautiful, beautiful. And even I mean, if White would continue with this, you know, it's always nice to see that you can play one more time g5 because you have double g pawns. So, I mean, it would be horrible to see this. So it's of course Royce knew what is coming, so he just resigned game. I mean, yeah, very nice, convincing win by Ivanchuk, and now we are going for game Svidler Topalov. Also quite important is to see what is happening in this game. We know that Sokar is in troubles on the third board, so let's see game Svidler against Topalov. Svidler is slightly better, but it's very close to draw. I mean, this position should be somewhat better for White. Although it's quite easy to play for him, because maybe it's even more than slightly better if I can play bishop c7, but this is tricky, yeah? Bishop c7, rook c8, and now I would lose some material, I guess, there. So this is not working, yeah, because bishop is, I'm just pinned on c6. Yeah, rook c6 was last move actually by Svidler, and let's see now rook d8. Svidler is thinking without looking at board, so yeah, Topalov still looks, so he is still counting and so on, but it seems to me that Topalov should hold this position. Of course, it's not good news for Sokar because they need somehow to do something on I mean, somehow Caruana stays not so good, and okay, Adams is actually good chance for them. Maybe it's interesting also in this match to see what youngsters are doing on last board, Hairulin against Safarli. I think they maybe Safarli.
At first we can check Caruana's game while we are in this match.
Okay, we can check Caruana first, of course. It's more important and more interesting. So with Hugo against Caruana, it's here. Yeah, Caruana is fighting. So we said, will he push a4 or not? I thought he will not push a4, but it seems that this was idea of with Hugo. a4, a6, knight c7, rook b2, king e3, rook b3. Now it seems that Black got counterplay, and it seems that Caruana is out of trouble after rook b3. Sorry, you had to play king e4 now in order to play on win, and maybe but this is something which is working. Yeah.
If I play knight
yeah,
e2?
knight e2 is problem. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Because now I have to go king f3 back.
So you
cannot go king e4 because of knight g3, and it seems that he's out of trouble now. Because simply if king f3 back, then knight d4, and we are yeah. Now we are back, and if Caruana saves this game, then it will be good news for Sokar. Yeah. Yeah, Bashir finish game. Yeah, this is yeah, it's the end. Bashir is actually yeah, okay, he just took everything here. After bishop a6, of course, Li Chao could resign game, and I think that he would resign if he would play for himself, but you are playing for team, you need to try to push till the end, and so on. So bishop a6, rook c6. Here we already said that Black is losing game. Bishop e7, bishop c4, queen c3, knight d5, queen a5, knight c7, and queen a7. The end. I mean, it's just easy win for Bashir. Very bad things are now happening to Siberia. They really need to push. I don't know, maybe their management was already calculating Sonneborn tiebreak, or it is possible, but I think that they cannot be champions because so easily. I mean, maybe they played many teams same as Sokar, so the difference is maybe not so easy. And yeah, Maxim Bashir Lagrave, he won game. We can see that they are not there, and so it's 1-0. Very bad things for Siberia. 1.5, half to half is for
maybe Grishchuk will win.
Yeah, we are waiting to see if Grishuk will win, but
I think
things are not so good for now. And so we can see now that Kramnik is actually just walking around, and I think he is not satisfied in positions. And also Wang Yu seems to be in some trouble, but let's first see Grishuk, and let's see this blitz game soon. It will be blitz game in Grishuk Nakamura. Ah, very nice move. King G2, actually I like this move. Objectively, Nakamura is in trouble.
Yes.
So I think that now maybe the best option for him is to play some move like F5, but
to try something.
To try something, but I'm not so sure. I mean, let's say if I play F5 move, I mean I just can take EF6 here. It looks bad.
Black squares are
I mean,
so
if you look at this knight to G7, it was, I mean, Caruana had same knight just in another match. This knight in G7 was with G4, I mean, and now at least even he can come to E6 to get rid of this knight. Obviously that Black cannot play F6 move in this position, which would be much nicer for
because
him.
Bishop G3.
Bishop G3, yeah,
F4.
this is very nice way to lose queen, yeah? After Rook H1, so I mean F5 seems to be only
solution.
I mean the best solution, because okay, otherwise also what Black can try is to play Queen E7 back, just to try to play slowly this position. But after Knight F3 now already Bishop F4, Bishop G5 is coming. I guess that after F6, if I sit on this square with Knight or with Bishop, this is just completely lost position. I mean, even now it's better to not have this H pawn because because I would go
just
here.
Just we can wait for a second and then we can check Korobov.
Yeah, we can check Korobov and King G2, yeah, Grishuk, yeah, and Naka played something. So, but here still we are not getting it on screen, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Meanwhile, we can check other games and then we will come back.
Korobov, because Korobov is he was basically favorite without although he has black pieces in this game, he should be like somebody who should win game in this match. And it seems that, I mean, they change everything. I mean, it will be just pawn up for Vocaturo everywhere. Siberia is in problems, but everywhere. I mean, and if you check this position, of course, with pawn up, that just only white can be better. His king on c1 is actually not so weak, and if Siberia loses this match, and if Sokar wins, best chances, yeah, will be actually Siberia will be still ahead a lot. But if we see other teams. If you see Medni Vasadnik, they have 152 points second tie break. And it's very tough to expect that you can earn 28 points very fast. While it's just this 7.5 points between Siberia and Sokar. So I think they played with many same teams, and that's chance for Siberia that they keep first place. Because if you say that you will not count the lowest opponent which you are playing against, which has they have the lowest number of points, and then you play with the many other teams and you get just there some advantage. Maybe this 7.5 points in second tie break, they are just from some weaker team, and then everything can happen. So it will be interesting to see, because it's for now things are not looking good for Siberia. Yeah.
I think Siberia will win this cup. I don't know why.
You have a feeling.
I have a feeling, yes.
I think that now maybe it's time finally to see what is happening in women's section. I mean, for last almost 2 hours we are just speaking about open section, and we should be fair here. So
yes.
Let's check women's section. There is not so much, I mean, excitement maybe like an open section, since Nona is playing great. And
Nana.
Yeah, now let's see
let's
game.
check her game, Nana. But it's something like, if I can see, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Nana is fighting for draw, yeah?
Yes.
Now this looks very close to draw. I guess that black should not have any kind of problems in this position, but okay, we'll see. It's yeah, her opponent can try to play on win, but objectively it's just draw, I think, because okay, knight c4 is maybe possible move in this position, but just maybe, I don't know. It's also looked that this rook endgame is very close to draw, but it can be one try, because knight d5, I guess
she played knight c4.
Yeah,
she is in time trouble, if I can see from here.
Yeah, problem is that you cannot take, that you cannot take knight d5 because of rook d8, and now rook d3 is met with knight b2. While I mean, even rook b5 is met with this another thing, knight a3. If you play rook b6, I just move my king somewhere, h5 let's say, and I will pick up knight. And if you play rook a5, I have then, I mean, I guess that at least I can play b6. I guess that this knight c4 should be again just going back, and then I will see. I mean, I will just have pawn up. Yeah, rook b5. This is it.
This b5 maybe. Okay.
This was position. I mean, obviously that rook c5 is met with b6. This is a nice trick. I mean, but rook a5, then it would be chance to hold position. She played, I think, something, or rook was still on b3. Yeah, rook was on b3. So, I mean, it's after knight e3, knight c4. These are not so good news for Nana, sorry, but they're good. These are good news for Stefanova, because if I remember well, the first, if you are checking on boards, usually criterion rating performance, and for now I think that rating performance from Stefanova will be better, especially if Nana does not win today's game. But also it's interesting to say that finally, after 3 losses and 1 free day, that Kunina won very fast her game. So it seems that it's yeah, she actually
she played against Sochko.
Yeah, Sochko, of course, it's a quite good player. Yes. Even I played once against Monica, and I could not beat her.
For Gunina to
I could not. I mean, at least now she has better score against Monica than me. So let's see, knight h4.
Good news for Gunina.
Knight g6, ag6, and okay. Slav is opening, which is basically played all time. I mean, in this round we can see that Ivanchuk played, and also now Gunina won game. So it seems that still they are making better result, like with black pieces. So okay, this was a very strange decision from Monica to go to long castle, and okay, just let's see where the things went wrong. Yeah, already here White has problems over on c line, and okay, if you play rook d3 for example, now this bishop on b5 will be actually in horrible situation after knight b6. Yeah, it's coming a6, and this is not so good. And the bishop d7, queen d7, rook d3, and okay, now this is passive position because White did not do anything on the queen side, and simply this is just pushing. Yeah, it was really strange game by Monica. Yeah, and because here she
round,
could already,
it's always last and first round.
Okay, it was easy win for Gunina.
Yes.
I think she did not lose so much energy today on this game. So
okay, let's come back for some minutes to see what is doing Kotenashvili and other teammates from
okay, let's see
Nona's team. Yes, just because of this position in Nana's game.
It seems that also Bella does not have so good chances to play on win. I mean, it seems very dangerous also for black in this position. I guess that okay, you can take queen c2, and this will be very close to draw, because okay, White would like to put rook on e7, but after queen f5 I have just enough resources to defend this position. It should be just draw, but after queen c2 also there is not so many things. I mean, because I can take, if I take rook a5, it's not just better for White. I mean, I can push c4. It should be just drawish. But this is not maybe really good news for Nana's team.
Yes, but Bella will try everything to win. So
Yeah,
we
okay,
will
we'll
see later.
I don't think that
So-
it's able to win. That she will be able to win this position, but okay.
Everything is able in chess
So
till the end.
What next game which you will see? Which would you like to see?
It's,
Javakashvili, yeah?
Javakashvili, yes.
Okay, Javakashvili against Bogdan Ekaterina. Well, very tough games today for Nona's team. I mean, it's not so. It's not so easy.
Like we were expecting.
Yeah,
Yes.
we expected something easier, but now with this b4 and c3 pawn, you have always good counter chances. King is well protected for black, so I mean, I'm not so sure even. Okay, now really I don't see the reason why white should be better here, because I will play rook a7 at some point, cover 7th rank, and start to attack d4 pawn. So, excuse me. So also I have this e5 move, which is always possible, not so easy. So
Okay,
I mean,
let's check just
last
last
game, yeah,
last
and
game,
maybe
and
this
then
will
we
decide,
will
yeah.
come back to open
so
section.
Mikadze.
Yes.
Okay, Mikadze,
Okay,
Mikadze
she's,
has a better position,
better,
of course,
yes.
and this knight on e1, bishop on c3. This was not good game by white. I mean, by Maria Kaljajic. It's not so good game. I mean, by her. So these are chances for now for Nona to, in case that they lose one of this, if they lose some game on the first boards, this for sure on fourth board they will lead 1-0. So let's see now what is happening. I mean, still it seems that this last round is just more exciting in the open section. So first of all, we are going on the first match. Let's see what is happening in game Wang Yu Bakro, because I had a feeling that Wang Yu was in time trouble at some point. And okay, this position actually now looks slightly better for white somehow,
yes.
because I can make some pressure on these pawns, and it's very hard to attack this h4 pawn and so on. I guess that now he played some moves, and yeah, we see that now it's time trouble. Wang Yu has 14 minutes, but Bakro has 5 minutes, something like this, 4 or 5 minutes, and okay, it's not now. His position is not good, I think. So I think that rook d1 will be option. Of course, Bakro is keeping always chances to play something like this, and then always with if white has to reduce material in order to take this pawn on a5, something like bishop g4, I mean, and some knight b6. I mean, it should not be.
Maybe I can take on d8 and rook g5 now.
Yeah, yeah. This looks like smart, yeah.
I don't know.
Rook d8, rook d8, rook g5 is nice, yeah. Yeah, it's maybe possible. Maybe it's actually something which he's calculating. Okay, I can go back bishop d7, but I guess that you have enough time to take on a5. Yeah. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, maybe I can play rook d5, but then if you are going knight b6, and now okay, I can be this. Can maybe play this move. I'm not so sure, because it's still maybe bishop d4 actually. It's not some e3 check, but still after e3 I just move king, and now ef2 is not doing anything. I mean, simply f1 square is protected. Okay, you can try rook e4. Now you got out of pin, but maybe after fe3 is just not important that you get out of pin, because I will just open position with. I will just make my kings secured, and this will be okay for white. Yeah, we'll see what one will do. I think that he played rook d8, rook g5. So let's see now if Bakro will find something. In meantime, we can see that in same match, maybe Grishuk's game. This is very important game for Siberia team. So he played exactly actually happened this king g to f5 as we said, e6, queen f6, and now he played bishop d6. Smart move, because you cannot put 2 rooks on f7. Otherwise, I mean, Black would connect his rooks maybe with rook f7, and that's quite solid. Also, bishop d6 is important tempo in a sense of playing rook h1, I mean, and just organizing the attack over h line. And also, I mean, f4 looks really optimistic at some point. When you play f4, you will just tap e5 forever. So I guess that now bishop d6, actually rook d8 is more or less forced move for black. And now,
So now something.
now it's question
bishop
actually.
c5 or bishop to
Yeah, I can play bishop to g3.
G3, yes.
This looks very natural. I mean, first move which because bishop on c5 is not
yes,
doing anything.
it's not doing just
after rook
because
f7.
of f8 square
Yeah, okay,
and
no,
tempo,
but it can be also dangerous also after f4, because now you're threatening to trap queen. Because after this, for example, it would be queen would be lost. Yeah, so okay, I guess that black can play at that point some g5, but now it's kind of calculation: fg, queen g5, bishop h7. It seems to be lost for black. So maybe this is actually a good option to play bishop c5. Of course, after bishop c5, maybe I should have I have to play some move like rook b7. But now again, this f4 looks very unpleasant. I mean, and you have this rook h1, rook h6, knight on e8 is not staying really good. So I think that this is a very dangerous position for black, and I think that Ivan, that Grishuk, that he will actually win this game. I somehow,
yes, I think.
I believe in it.
Also.
So yeah, okay. There was some games also, some moves. Yeah, maybe it's time to leave a little bit this higher boards, and let's see what Alexei is doing in game against Radoslav Wojtaszek. Wojtaszek and Shiro, we were already saying something about this position, but maybe Shiro is sacrificing something because this is in his style. Well, this is a wrong thing which I pressed here somehow. This game went wow, this looks very bad for Shiro, but we'll see. We stopped somehow after queen f2, b4, and let's see what happened. b4, a b4. I think Shiro will lose this position. Queen d4. Yeah, you see, he took a b4 and he played queen e3. He did not so much care. Rook c8. This does not look good. If you had to play this kind of moves, it seems that today also Shiro preparation was not so good, and yeah, I think it's just the end. When?
We were talking about this position, rook d5,
yeah, it's
queen
very
e3,
strange.
and
Yeah, we said knight
we
f4.
said knight f4. So white has something on this. Maybe
Okay,
rook c4.
Bishop c4.
Bishop c4.
Yeah, bishop c4 is like normal move. Okay, I have some check, but then you can go also king g2. This is maybe problem, and then after rook f5, actually I just push f4 and this knight. Okay, you can give one check, but this is just one check, nothing more. And bishop is still just controlling this square. You can go to b3, and yeah, this was reason. So maybe actually in a long calculation, Shiro blunder it, and I think that soon game will be finished, because Shiro, yeah, you see he's looking at board. This is bad sign for him. It seems that he is in problem if he is looking at board, and yeah. It's really, I mean, but also Wojtaszek is not like relaxed. He still tries to calculate if there are some tricks. Now, and let's see. Yeah, they played queen d7. Was last move by Shiro. Okay, there are some chances that if white blunder knight on f6, with some pawn on f6, that you can hold it. But I think that simply queen f3 should be winning, just simply winning move here. Queen f3, yeah, because okay, this is just one trick, yeah. Check rook g2, knight f6, but I don't have to take e6. I can just play some other move, but maybe then white would be somehow faced with some problems. If I put knight on d7 and b4 pawn, and rook is a little bit on g2 strange.
Yeah, I can
and
play
speed.
f5.
f5, knight d7, yeah.
And bishop f4.
Okay, maybe e6.
Or e6.
But after f5 also I don't have anything to move, because fg6 is not
okay,
really
just
threat.
because of my bishop, I want to.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, you're right. It should be winning position. I mean, simply.
Or I want to take in some moment to G6
yeah,
and
it should
D6
be.
and
Of course, it should be winning.
Okay.
We'll see now. Just Wojtaszek is calculating this position. Also, I mean, in meantime, also we can maybe check one game just to see what happens in game Rager and how well. This is the game on a 7th board, I think 7th match today. It's not interesting. Other players are maybe not so strong. I mean, they are enjoying here live. And you know, most of teams on European Club Cup, they are actually enjoying just being here, watching these top players playing and just enjoying life. So basically yesterday I was speaking with these friends from Ireland and from Chess Club Gonzaga. They are even here. I think that they have just like one match point, but they don't care. They just enjoy. They say we are coming every year and just enjoy watching this.
Lucky guys.
Yeah, so yeah, they're just enjoying. No pressure.
No pressure.
Just enjoying and
that's the best
thing. It's like vacation for them. So let's see. Yeah, Rager is trying to pressure because while I was walking during our break, I saw this position. I think exactly after G4, Rook F1, Rook A8. And now I thought it will be tough for Marcus to do anything, but let's see what happened because it gets that gets some interesting position because usually Black should be able here to equalize easily, but last position does not look like that because somehow he is actually they are repeating moves, so we can expect King F6 and move repetition. So I thought that this highest level game in this match can be finished with a decisive result, but it seemed that it will be just drawish.
Draw.
So that it will be draw. So let's see now. We can go back to first boards. Maybe it's good to say that Caruana saved this position, which was very dangerous for him. It was draw, and already Svidler Topalov, they also made draw. So we can in this match we can see that it's 1-1, and what is good for Sokar is actually that Topalov had black pieces. He managed to make a draw. Caruana managed to make a draw with black pieces. So now basically they have three pieces, three white pieces against one. White pieces for Mednew Sadnik. I don't think that this match is going well in this favor, and we can see here pairings of this match. We already checked game Rochtin Mamedyarov. It was also looking like something special. And let's see now Vocaturo against Korobov game. It seems that Vocaturo will not force too much in this position. Basically, that he will try to hold position and make a draw. So let's see Vocaturo against Korobov. Yeah, it seems he doesn't want to try. Actually, King B2. He's playing on. He's playing on King B2. I'm not so sure about this decision because okay, they are maybe worried about Naka's game, and also Wang Yu is pressuring Bakro. Actually, he has to play because now we can see that things have changed a little bit because it seems that Bakro is now in problems, that also Nakamura is in problems. And with these two wins, I mean, they just need one draw, and Kramnik is able to do it against Leko. So, Vocaturo has to play on win, although I do not think that, I do not believe that he can win this position. So actually now match turned around.
Yes.
And from some perspective, position for Bakro, he is worse, and we can actually check that position because they are playing near each other. And let's see this game of Bakro, Wang Yu, Bakro, King C1, Rook E4, exactly what we said. We said maybe King A1 here, but King C1 happened, Rook E4, and now, okay, Wang Yu is thinking maybe this King C1 was not so precise move, because now I think that
it was because if you take on E3 like we said, he can take on H when your king is on A1, on H4 maybe with threat
Yeah, but
no,
there was,
okay,
there
you
was
have
problem, yeah,
rook
because
f1
yeah,
at the end. Okay,
this
okay.
was this was main idea, of course. You
Rook
saw
f5
it, rook
and
h1, rook f1, and then just it's winning. So okay, king c1, rook
king
e4.
is-
I'm expecting anyway fe3 because I think it's very tough for black to use fact that he can play bishop h6 in some moment. Okay, bishop g6 looks normal, but then I just take another pawn. It looks bad. It looks bad, and it seems that after fe3, Bacaro is about to lose, losing game. This is bad news for Italian team because even after bishop g6, now I see that h5 is also another possibility. Okay, there are some tricks with rook d4, which white has to see, but okay. Just rook a5 is a really easy move. I think that Bacaro is in big trouble, and also he's in time trouble also. He was like having just 5 minutes now,
yes.
4 or 5 minutes now, probably even less. So things are going better and better for
Siberia, yes.
Yeah, for Siberia. Maybe just to check Grishchuk, because Grishchuk is really deep into position. Probably he has 1 minute or something when he's too deep. Wow, there were some really interesting stuff. So let's see. Bishop d6, Nakamura played rook ff7, f4, e5. Okay, this is typical Naka stuff. I mean, d5, and now let's just try to calculate who is calculating better. Queen h4, gf5, gf5, rook h1, queen d8, and this looks very close to winning for white. Just really close, because what to do against some queen e3 possibility. I mean, now I'm just trying to calculate about the spectacular move rook h7. Can I be just can I play like that? It seems to me that this is too much, but anyway, I just wanted to try it, because yeah, I wanted to try it to see maybe there is some mate. So rook h7 I take, you play king h7, I give one check, rook h1, you play king g8. And now, okay, luckily you have 98 or 96. Yeah, I thought that
Or
I thought queen f3, and
Queen
now
f3.
really, if you move anything with, you can play maybe like this simply. And now rook h7. So okay, rook h7 I'm just defending, yeah, of mate, and also king on g2 is not so.
Also, I can take me. No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And now the rook h1, king e8. He already maybe played queen e3, yeah? Yeah, okay, he wants queen h6. This looks winning for white.
Or queen
But
h3,
yeah,
depends.
I guess that 98 now will be defense from Nakamura. I'm expecting this kind of moves from him, and now I try to play rook g7. But I do not believe in his position, because I guess that I can play even move like rook, simply here rook af1 now, threatening to take pawn on f5, and after rook g7 possible.
Maybe first bishop c5.
Maybe you can take knight d6 also.
So maybe first bishop
Yeah,
c5.
maybe I have to play bishop c5 back, and then somewhere rook, or okay, playing rook somewhere first of all, it's very dangerous. Wherever I put it, I mean, because simply you are giving one more tempo. Rather I would play some d4 maybe, but okay, if I play just rook b7, I wanted to say that after rook f1, fg4 for example can be met with a possible ideal bishop h7 at some point, or simply queen h6 with the idea of mate with queen f8 for example. After 95 this is just okay, bishop is h7 is also winning, but I thought that this is just mate also. If I see well, maybe it's yeah, it looks dangerous, but I'm expecting this knight d8, and this will be, yeah, d4 actually first, yeah, d4, cd4. Okay, this Nakamura is very good in tactic, and this position actually can be
dangerous,
now bishop
also
b7?
for white, yes.
Yeah, what about bishop b7 now? What Grishchuk will do here?
Okay, I can play king f.
Okay, maybe you can push d5 because currently, but I guess that after d5, I mean even knight e5 looks interesting.
Maybe I can
Yeah.
play
Okay, we will see. It's
king
dangerous.
f2 and
But the king f2, then I can play at least g4 at some point.
okay, king e2, and then I have threat on
Yeah,
H7.
maybe. 98 was played. Okay, we'll leave now Griščuk to think, and let's go to game of Adams, because Adams was very close to win this game. If it's interesting. Yeah, this is interesting comment. We saw in game of Adams this strong bishop. I will just open that. We can see this strong bishop on d5, and there was a couple of moves before. Probably like Grandmaster Lasborg Hansen is saying that it's very interesting to see that computers are still underestimating these long-term factors like Adams light square pressure against Matlakov. This strong bishop on d5 looks, we said already, it looks really bad, but you know, computers are actually just always trying to find some defensive stuffs there. Let's see, just final position looks, in my opinion, completely winning for Adams. I guess that only chance now for Matlakov is actually to take on e3 in this position, and this seems to be, and now okay. However, is there actually
Queen
perpetual
E8
check?
Check? No.
But what, can I give this check? Just I'm trying to be very, very. I don't see. You cannot give me check on c1, and I think that you don't have perpetual check because I will come to c1 and queen is defending everything. So queen e3 probably only move. King f1 again. Queen d3 only move. King e1. Queen e3 only move. King d1. And now this is simply losing. While I guess that after queen g1 I will just go with king up, and it's the end. It seems like winning position. I think that if bishop e3 is not working, white took back this pawn, and it's just the end. I mean.
Okay, so let's go to Griščuk against Nakamura, because it's time trouble for both of players. They have like 1 minute 30 seconds. Yes, and position is so.
It's complicated now.
And
we see Gelfand is speaking with someone, but I'm not so sure who is other person. I don't see, but it's very funny to see him. He probably finished his game and now he's around walking, and maybe a little bit disturbing other players and so on. But we can see that organizers also, they put additional chairs and ropes around that people could not in first round. Sorry. Pavel Maletin is coach of Siberia, young player, I mean, from Russia. Very interesting that, and we'll see. Griščuk played something. So yeah, many people would like to see positions. We can see that they are walking around, but for now, arbiter from Serbia, if I see well,
yes,
it's Peca Katanic. He's doing quite good job trying to get
like
away
security.
all players. It seems that the arbiter is most nervous, because he has to catch all of these players who wants to see games and so on. Just rook h6, rook g7. In meantime, rook g1. Wow. This looks like a typical Griščuk Nakamura game. I mean, we are expecting this kind of moves. I mean, half of them you will not understand, half of them are probably computer also will not understand, and it seems also very useful move now. I mean, it can be like Russian roulette against American. It's maybe decisive game of championship. I mean,
what after?
We see that Nakamura played something, but he was like playing quickly and hitting the clock. This typical Nakamura style, how to press on clock so fast.
I think Griščuk's position now it's not like.
Doesn't look like okay, but I'm going with the king on f1, 1-2 or e1, as you said. I mean, I will do this. I mean, I will play king f1, king e1, or king e2. I mean, sorry, not king f2. This would be a not so good move. But I think in the meantime Nakamura played something. We cannot see this now. We cannot see last moves. Rook d7 was played actually. Rook d7 was played, and now Griščuk has to do something. With bishop on d6,
his position is
too open. I mean, for time trouble, Griščuk has too open position.
Yes, but suddenly I think black king is very safe.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
white king.
Okay, some bishop f5 I expect, but maybe bishop f5 simply can be met with this rook d6.
10 more moves to other 30 minutes, but
I'm not so sure that this game will be interesting
yes,
after 40 moves. So I'm not so sure. Yeah, they're playing so many moves.
And
I think
everybody's looking in their
he's
position.
not satisfied with it. Yeah, and Kramnik is actually looking, because now also I think that he needs to pressure game if they lose this position. And
look at this.
I think they did not play it. Grishuk played the d5.
Okay.
97. Okay, this is like with you have these 2 pawns now. He has this 97, 98. After bishop e7, I mean, it's really exciting what will happen till the end. But okay, this should be somehow not lost for white. But I'm not so sure.
Now it looks like yes. I thought in the moment that, but
I have to take on e7, I guess here.
Position.
And now it's not good probably to take with rook g7. I guess you take with queen. Now I had these 2 pawns, which I guess I'll lose one at least.
Okay, while we are waiting to see some moves from both of them.
Rook d7 happened. And now it's hanging pawn on d5 and it's hanging pawn on e5 later on. And also rook on g4. I mean, this looks... may I push d6 in this moment? May I be so brave?
d6.
Knight d6.
Queen.
Because
queen d. No.
Yeah, this is very, very complicated. But it seems to me that Grishuk is in trouble. I think that he's in trouble. Okay, Galfand is for sure not helping him so much. Yeah. Something happened. I think d6, knight d6 happened actually in position, and they are changing something. They are changing. Queen d4 was played in the meantime. Let's see, bishop b7. I guess bishop f5, bishop d5, or queen d5 happened. That this seems that Nakamura is now playing on win. If this happened in the game, yeah. If I play bishop f5, I guess that Nakamura changed. Queens and took on e5, but this is actually close to even game. So I think only chance is maybe to play with queen on board. But I mean, after bishop d2, bishop d5, king f2, I mean, white is safe, king is safe.
Yes, and Grishuk is something like 40 seconds.
Okay, he's most of his games on 40 seconds. I guess that he would play queen d4, bishop b7, king f2 was played actually. Yeah, okay, they changed like this. Actually, this is it looks quite nice actually now for white, because okay, you will have some pawn down, but okay, it should not be big problem because okay, I guess that we can expect bishop f5, rook e5. Now some move like knight f3 looks like really logical, and you put knight to d4, or maybe even rook a6 is like crazy idea, which you can try to play. But usually I first would be nice to actually...
Rook b?
No, I think that knight f3 should be played actually. No, I cannot play. Wow. There's rook f5. I forgot for this idea, and now white would lose material. So
they played so many moves.
Yeah, because now rook g7 is a really big threat. I mean, it's after rook e5 we cannot see what they played at rook e1, yeah. If he played rook e1, then that's smart decision, because Grishuk doesn't have to win this game, yeah, and so on. So I mean, rook e1, king e1. It looks just dovish. I mean, I cannot believe that black can win this position. I mean, a strong bishop on f5, active rook, which will come over 6th rank. I mean, just always attacking these pawns. I mean, you have 1 pawn, you have extra pawn, but it's not a really big deal. I mean, first of all, material is reduced, so many endgames will be simply draw. I mean, and
okay, it's okay. I just thought maybe Grishuk will win.
Yeah, because they are
not
losing.
now,
again, yeah.
Just in moment when he had that position with.
But then there is actually big problem. Yeah, let's say maybe in meantime, if Grishuk is calculating something, King E1. Something was played by Naka, and now they are very close to go out of time. I think that all drama went. All drama is finished for now, and it's quite important to see what is happening in game of Wangyu, because
something like before.
Yeah, he pushed before, but wow, we got something. This is not possible position. Which game is it on live screens? Yeah, this is Wangyu. Wow, really? Okay, I didn't open it because I was like completely shocked when I saw position with this pawn on f2. Technically, it should be winning position, just 93, 91 as he's playing, and okay, soon 93 has this horrible threat to play knight f5 check. I mean, I think that Bakro will soon resign game. Okay, maybe he can play rook h2 move, but even after you play rook h2, bishop f1. Or even just moving king to b3, I guess. Maybe bishop f1 the safest. And this bishop on h4 is actually somehow not good. I mean, it's not making so much job. Okay, maybe I can play bishop g5. I think that Bakro will try to do whatever he can till the end, but it seems that there was maybe draw on first, or no, they are still playing. So now they are watching, yeah, both of them. This is funny. They are watching what is happening in match, because yeah, Wangyu should win this position, I mean, for sure. And also, I mean, it's 39th move, he played 93. Both players will go out of time trouble, and it should be just a winning position for Wangyu. And maybe, I mean, this duel between Chinese and France will be finished as draw 1-1. So let's see one more time, just Grishuk. Let's see what is final position. I guess they also made 40 moves. So just they still did not make 40 moves. What is he thinking so much? He's thinking how to manage to make a draw. Or bishop e6 is the 9. Nice way of Grishuk. Grishuk knows that he needs to hold draw, and now that's enough for him. Yeah. Okay, even at the end, I mean, it's just draw, I mean. Oh, this is strange if Grishuk is working. What is happening? Ah, they probably took bishop e6, rook e6.
Yes.
So it's they already played 14 moves. And I mean, it's or yeah, or maybe some trick with this. Yeah, maybe some trick on this score sheet. Maybe he did not write 20th move, but this I think that Kramnik would just take him for you know, he would stop him for sure. As a main guy in team, Kramnik would stop him. And yeah, they played bishop e6, rook e6. We can see it, and of course everything is now I mean, just going in this direction of draw. So I think this is quite good result actually for Siberia, because I do not think that Vokaturo can win on 6 board. Just let's check a little bit this game, just to know what's happening in Vokaturo. Korobov, yeah, Vokaturo is actually not improving position. He's just going, yeah, it's just draw. I mean, million checks and draws, and now, I mean, queen e1, queen d4, and just second. I think it's boring, but Kramnik is pressuring actually here, and Leko has to. I think now Kramnik has this perfect position, I mean, because he cannot lose this position ever, and he can just pressure. And okay, also it's perfect position for Leko, because he cannot win and he can make a draw. So I think it's no problem. He knows how to hold it. In meantime, Nona won on second and third board. So Bella won this game, which I thought it's not possible to win. And basically, with these 2 wins, they are leading to 0. And it's just the end. They are champions.
Yes,
so we have first champion.
To
yeah, after some less than 4 hours in the final round, we have first champions. Yeah, and we will see who will be champion in open group. I think that now we can check a little bit soccer match. Let's see what is there happening. For example, let's see game Dominguez Giri. Yeah, Adams, in meantime, won this game against Matlakov. This is very important win for soccer, and it means that they will probably. And the Rothstein won against Mamedyarov. This is surprising. Maybe we can check actually both games just shortly to see what happened in Adams' game. And it's 2-2 for now.
2-2.
I think that we said here that it's just completely lost after Queen B5. He takes Bishop E3. He did not take Bishop. He played King H7. But anyway, Queen E8, as you said. I don't know what now after Bishop E3. I guess this is just winning, because problem is that Black is losing Queen actually at the end. Queen F8, King G5 only move, because otherwise this would be this famous mating net which everybody knows from I mean, even this is in beginner's book. And then after Queen E7, King H6, Queen H4.
Queen H4.
Small but very important tactic for soccer. So okay, Queen E8, Bishop G7, backhand. Okay, Bishop F7, he just resigned. Rook E7, Queen D8. Okay, this match is also a little bit strange decision. I mean, they were changing so much. I think Haironin was playing, then he was not playing. Maybe this was not so good for team. I think now that let's see game of Giri, because this is quite important for now. It's 3-3 in match. Yeah, I forgot first Rothstein game, of course, because it's
2-2.
Let's see what happened to Mamedyarov. We saw this knight b5. Mamedyarov started with g5, h4, knight d6, and okay, this g4 somehow too optimistic maybe from Mamedyarov, but it seemed, although okay, this knight f6, this is strange move. I mean, but Mamedyarov from time to time plays this kind of moves. Rook c1, and okay, this doesn't look anymore.
Good.
Yeah, fe4, rook hf1, and finally a6 pawn decided game, because it's very tough for Black to move any pieces. And just rook f8, rook f4, and okay, this is completely winning. Yeah, it seems that Wakaturo made a draw, that Grishchuk made a draw, and now we have their game of Bakro, I guess, still on, and Kramnik. But I don't. Why Kramnik is so worried?
He's not worried.
No, because he's thinking deeply. Why?
Now he's said.
No, it's like he does not believe to Wang Yu. Is it possible that he can hold this position after knight? No, it cannot be possible. It seems just winning pawn now after knight f1. This was nice trick, rook h3, bishop e4, and now basically Black cannot stop bishop g2. Next move. Maybe actually he wants to win this game. I mean, because we know that currently with he's winning extra 20 points, and currently he is second player in world after Magnus Carlsen. So maybe
he's
he
very
wants.
Calm. He played.
Yeah.
Like
okay, he is playing without any risk.
G4
I mean, so Bakro is losing this game. This is for sure. It will be 3-3. But let's go back to soccer. Let's see last two games. It's 2-2 in match. Giri is still playing, and if I see Hairunin and Safar, they are still playing. Yeah, I mean, right. So I had a feeling that Giri can do something, and okay, now it was some just rook c4. Yeah, it was just move repetition. It seems that Giri will also make a draw. I had a feeling that this position is slightly better for white, but a4 was maybe too fast, simply. And this looks now closer to draw. Yeah, and exactly what happened. I mean, Black got this contra play with f5. White can of course try to push, but now Black is connected all pieces, and knight c3. Maybe now actually I think that Dominguez is thinking in this position to play on win, maybe. Because also we have to, you know, for Medni Vasadnik is also very important to win this match. Maybe something happening in game Hairulin against Safarli. Let's just check it. Yeah, and yeah, Giri is playing this tournament. Yeah, in Bilbao Masters final. I mean, it starts on Monday. Yeah, yes. And there are Anand, So, Dingliren. I mean, and the Giri. They are playing this 4-player round robin. And let's see now what is happening in game of Safarli. Just It's high ruling. It's a fairly high ruling. Probably not so much. Yeah, okay. Still here, White has some chances maybe to push B pawn, but also he has quite big problems with next move Queen G3. So actually, this can be good chance maybe for Medni Vasadnik to win the match. If Queen comes to G3, this will be very, very dangerous. Okay, Black has to take care about some Queen C8 checks, but also it's question. Maybe he's calculating something very risky, like okay, G4 is not possible. It would be too much. So now he has to take care here in this position. They also passed time control. King G1 F5, last move 40. So I do not think that actually Soccer has chances to win this match, and it means that really then that it will be hard to catch Siberia, even if they lose match. So let's see. Bakro is he knows that he blew everything. So so okay, it's tough tournament for him, and he lost this important game against Mamediyarov, if I remember well, in match against Sokar. So I mean, it's not going good. It's not going good for him. It's not going well for him. So yeah, maybe we should.
Can we check
women's
section?
Because maybe we can see this time control went, and we have just 3 games in women's section, and for now we have some results. So
what about this match, Gambit Aseku?
I think that they already finished match. If I see it's 2-2 for draws. Since Bossa Nova is playing against Nona, and they will lose match,
so
it's
Gambit,
nothing. Yeah,
Gambit and Ugra place, yes.
Yeah, Gambit is on 2nd place and Ugra is on 3rd place. This is already
and Nona on 1st place. So
yeah,
congratulations to both.
Yeah. So we know
teams.
Yeah, everything is clear here, and yeah, everything is decided. It does not matter will Legacy, win this match today. They are not taking medals. So actually, we will switch back, I think, to open section. What else? Let's see what is happening in these other games. So still we have this. From top matches, maybe we can see what is happening on a 3rd board with the home team in an open section, to see what is happening with Alkaloid. We know that Ivanchuk beat Troyes, yeah?
Yes.
And let's see what is happening in this game. Postny Tomaszewski was actually quite a nice duel, a theoretical duel. What is happening is that this is very 2-4-5, yeah, 2-4-5. It should be just a round draw. I mean, neither one side can improve, in my opinion. However, we'll see. I mean, it looks not so interesting endgame. What do you think?
I agree with you. So maybe to find some interesting.
Yeah, maybe to see what is
some more interesting
other results.
Game or
we were saying Andreikin Greenfeld, this sacrifice. Let's see if Andreikin is still playing. Although I think that he already finished his game, if I see well, because I cannot find it. Let's see, Andreikin. He won game actually. Maybe this is interesting for our audience to see how to win with piece down, yeah? So after BC4, rook E6 happened, and rook AB1. Knight E8, bishop G3, okay. I mean, I simply cannot believe that White can have this full compensation here, okay? It's or just compensation to be better. But this looks Queen A3, and it seems somehow that he just won, I mean, normal position. Like F3,
like he's playing with
bishop G4,
one
bishop
more
H5
piece.
should not be good. And now, okay, for sure White did not was not worse. And yeah, it seems that Greenfeld just lost control in this game. I mean, completely. So it seems that then it's at least 2-0. Yeah, for them. Postny Tomaszewski, nothing will happen spectacular in this game. I think that other players, they are playing just now for rating here. So let's see just if Yu Yangyi should finish his game, I think. Also, he had the finish, I guess. And let's see it. It's
4-1
for
for
Alcoy.
Alcoy.
So then it's everything is done, yeah, because we have just one game which is played, and I guess that this is not so important anymore. So only first two matches are basically now deciding everything. Yeah, it's maybe time that we take a short break, and then we come back with to see what is happening, and we will be here with you till end.
Yes, see you in a few minutes.
chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. Welcome to chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instantly matched up with one of over 5 million other members from around the world. You play live games in real time, turn-based games at your convenience, or tournaments with anyone at any time. Chess.com is mobile. You can play online from your computer, or you can play on the go from your tablet or your smartphone. No matter where you go, whether you're at work, grabbing a bite to eat, or just enjoying some time at the park, your games are there with you, and keeping multiple chess games going has never been easier. Chess.com is for learning. Don't just play chess, get better. The best chess training resources have never been more accessible. Learn essential chess strategy quickly and easily with the extremely popular Tactics Trainer tool. Improve your game in ways you didn't know were possible with training videos by chess masters. And regardless of where you're at now, take your game to the next level with multiple simple-to-use training tools. Chess.com is for everyone. Over 250 million chess games have been played on Chess.com. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a grandmaster. Chess.com is the place to play and learn chess. So, create your free account now and see what Chess.com is for you.
So, welcome back. We are here again, and we will start with Wojtek-Shiro game, yes?
We'll continue after first time trouble, first sight, not first time control, and it's already finished. Now, let's see, we were speaking about the game of Wojtek and Shiro, and here after Rook G1, Queen D7, actually we said that Shiro has just small chances to survive, and it seems that after Queen D7 what we were discussing actually happened. Queen F3, now some Knight F6, but obviously that here Shiro is more playing for team. I mean F5, Rook F6. This should be lost position after Bishop C4. So many pieces are included, and we can see just that the final position, I mean, it's completely winning. So it seems that Shiro will lose this game, and he covered, he covered his eyes, probably calculating something. What is very interesting in this match is actually that Yannick Pelletier will probably win against Pentala Harikrishna. Harikrishna had a very good tournament here. He made, if I remember well, he made 5 points till now, 5 points out of 6 games, and basically he was almost on second board, best. He was second on second board. He had second performance. So let's see this game, because Yannick already he beat Nakamura before, and now we can see his game. Just I'm still searching for it. We can see that actually Pelletier has 2 pawns up, and now it's interesting. Will he win this endgame? What do you think, Sandra?
I don't know. Probably, but it's not easy to win.
It seems, yeah. For me, it was looking easier before.
This knight on h5, it's a little.
Okay, now it's question whether Black will play knight c3 or king d5. Somehow, maybe king d5 is best option actually here, because maybe it's just after king f4, you know, king c5. This is too slow, I think. Maybe even not. But there is this well-known rule that it's unpleasant actually to fight when you have knight. The most unpleasant thing is that your opponent has this edge pawn on area, and yeah, at least here Black can play king b3, and just even if we push all the queens, I mean g4, a5, it should be very close to draw even this position. g5, a4, g6, a3, g7, a2, g8 queen, a1 queen. It should be very close to draw. However, I think that in some here, maybe even after, before g4, maybe black can try to play some move like knight c3, or even maybe move like knight d2, just to place knight on f3. And then it will be tough for white to push, while on the other side, also it's tough to control king b3 and just pushing pawn a5. So it seems to me that this can be interesting. I guess that after knight d2, g4, king b3, sorry, knight f3 first, then I can play king f6, and again I will go out with a I am fast with my pawn, but also I think that it's just at the end drawish, because again queen and knight against queen, this is just lost. So let's yeah, Navarra won this game. It's 2.5 to half to Bor. I mean, yeah, it seems that if Yannick does not win this game, the match will be over, and if Wojtaszek now wins, it will be everything clear, since 2.5 to half is for Novi Bor against Schach Gesellschaft. So let's see what just happened in the game. It's shift shortly. Let's see what is happening in this game. And here, yeah, okay, Shiro is trying to maybe search for some draw. And okay, now, wow, this looks interesting actually. Where he will go with his bishop? Okay, he can go to c7.
Bishop c7.
Yeah, this is problem, because if he would not play bishop c7, nice trick would be actually bishop e7, and then after rook e6, now bishop d3, rook e7. This was actually Alexei's hope. Of course, now it should be just over after bishop c7. There is no chance anymore to attack this bishop on c7. Rook a7 is simply met with bishop b6, and next move, I mean, you can play rook d7, and now this is wrong bishop is there on board. So yeah, it should be finished for a few moves this game, and it means that also Team Novi Bor, I mean, that they will, yeah, it's exactly what we saw now, that Shiro resigned game, and yeah, it's interesting to see where at the end, maybe if Siberia wins match, then Novi Bor has some chances maybe to take medal. But of course, if match on second board finished as 3-3 between Mednev, Sadnik and Sokar, these chances are not actually existing. And now let's see what is happening in game Giri Dominguez. It seems that Dominguez was avoiding move repetition in this position, but of course it's very tough to expect that black can do something in this position. Let's see, rook d6, rook c5, bishop a5, knight d5, rook d6, king f1, rook e6. Okay, this is just it seems to me that it will be 3-3 in this match. Simply, I don't see how he will break, yeah, because okay, Dominguez will maybe try to do something, but simply with this knight d5, rook c5, this is kind of fortress in center, you know, knight d5, rook c5, b5, and then it's tough to do anything, I think, here. Simply this game should be finished as draw. I mean, I don't see chances for any of players to do anything here. I mean, it's just a drawish position, and I think maybe, I mean, now Giri is trying to do something, just focusing maybe some knight e3 move or something, but still everything looks very close to draw. So let's see top match. Let's see, Kramnik is enjoying watching game of Wang Yu, but also I think that he enjoys a lot his position. Yeah, Wang Yu is completely winning. I mean, it's just clear piece up, and soon it should be finished. Of course, on other side, Bakro will play till end. I mean, he has to play. I mean, it's a team tournament. He has to try whatever he can. I mean, in order to save game. I mean, but of course, we are not expecting that this will happen, because of just position is with piece up. I mean. So let's see what Kramnik on other side is doing. I don't think that Leko is enjoying his position so much, because Kramnik is just playing moves around. He's actually waiting that Bakro designs games, design game. But now he was writing something. Let's see if I know. But he just maybe wrote some move. Bakro, I thought maybe he's already signing score sheet, but yeah. Yeah, Ivanchuk is probably trying to find way how Kramnik will break this this position, but okay, he did not find it. He went for another game. So, okay, Kramnik is just waiting, because obviously that in Kramnik's game, what can happen is that he will just pull g5 and, I mean, or king f8, g5, f5, and everything will be blocked, and that will be draw. So yeah, it shouldn't. So
we have some guests.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we have now we'll have a guest, and Grandmaster Wojciech Radoslav will join us for a few minutes. So we are back in studio, and with us is Grandmaster Radoslav Wojciech. First of all, congratulations for a great win today. I think it was very nice to see one more time. I mean that you are playing same line against Shirov. You are trying to. I was commentating here and saying, like, both of you are trying to get some conclusions and maybe to come to final truth what is happening in variation, because
yeah, actually I was quite scared, because playing such a line against him, I mean, especially against Alexei, who I mean, is playing all this strange and
very, very direct lines,
stuff, which is quite crazy. So even though I felt that I'm better, I had to be really careful.
Yeah. All the time, basically, first moment for us, which we saw like very interesting, because all of this was, I guess, some theory.
It all started, I think, the new move he made, that was Queen D7. I think Queen D2, Queen B2 was already played by Surya Ganguly, who is my friend, and of course we analyzed this for Vichy. It's clear. And Queen D7, we all knew. Bishop D2, E5. This is more or less. Forced, but okay, it looks quite strange, I thought.
Yeah.
And here we stopped our notes, saying that after A5, Rook A1, White has a huge attack, I thought.
Yeah, it looks like E5, F5.
Looks nice, but I mean, those knights are,
unpleasant as always,
a jump, no?
Yeah.
Problem. So Rook C5, I wasn't sure if he could go Rook B8, for instance, Rook B8 with the idea B4, of
and then to take with the Rook,
I don't know with what, probably with Rook, but I was planning to do Bishop C1 as well.
I guess
clearing, but B4 takes, let's say Rook takes B4, and anyway. I wasn't sure, Queen G2, Queen F2.
Yeah,
and I
for example,
thought that I have E5, F5 going, so it should be nice for White.
Yeah, it looks at least. I mean, like,
nice, So he went Rook C5, maybe it's better. I thought Bishop C1 is more or less the only move. Knight H5, I also thought that it's
okay,
logical. E5 I have to go, because Queen D6 is
Hanging?
Is hanging, so g6, and here I was like queen f2 was the best move, because I also saw f5.
Yeah,
but I couldn't find what's going on here. For instance, rook e8, I think this is a good move, but
what, maybe
f4 and knight g7. f6, I think I have to go, and now queen h3, I wasn't sure. d3 is hanging, so I actually have to go queen d2, which is pretty ugly, and knight f5.
Yeah.
Now I didn't know.
It seems that he is activating. Actually,
yeah, but okay, maybe I have some move like rook f2, for instance, and I'm still better. But who knows? I mean, bishop f1 is coming, but maybe some knight e3. Well, I only saw that queen f2 is more
more logical, safe, and also you want f5.
So well, before I thought that this is more or less the only move. Take queen d4. Well, he has to get some play. I thought here, no, because I mean. If he's staying, I'm just
But here we were
rook
saying
d5, queen e3, and around rook c8. I thought that this is a good move, in fact, because I'm threatening bishop c4. For instance, if knight takes f4, bishop c4.
Yeah, and knight h3, king h2, king g2.
Yeah, actually, or maybe king h1 even,
because this is maybe winning piece. Yeah, but king h1 is also. Sure. I mean, it's very easy. Yeah. So
everything is.
But and the bishop c4, and maybe can he sacrifice?
Well, probably he should at some point, but I don't know exactly
when.
How.
How and when? Yeah, I agree.
Way,
which way to do it? Yeah,
so
because maybe
but rook c8 I thought was clever because he stops this bishop c4. And for instance, at first I wanted to go bishop c2 to go to b3 anyway, but then I spotted something like knight g7, bringing the knight, bishop b3, and knight f5, and I have to go to f2. And after rook d3, somehow I felt that I can be even worse.
e6 is not working.
E6, queen takes d6, ef7, king f8, and I didn't see what to do. Maybe rook e6, but rook e6, I thought something like queen d4 or well.
Yeah, it looks messy for now.
It looks messy. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe rook e1.
Maybe rook e1.
I don't know. Queen takes f2, king f2, rook d8. I mean.
I understand.
It's unclear, but
f5 also looks natural that you need to play on winning. You want to push everything. I mean, just to give a mate to him at the end.
Exactly. Well, especially that I have to open.
No? Because, and okay, for me it was knight g7, f6. This was a little bit strange. I had to go back.
But if he goes knight e6, I don't see any defense after f4. F4
and f5.
F5. Followed by f5, queen h6, and it's.
Okay, it's
mate,
just
no?
somehow it looks with this 4 pounds that
it's
just the end
it's going
because it looks like if you are playing just if they give it even to the beginners to give something like evaluation, they would immediately say like pounds are here and
I just have to
be
watch
careful
out for those
tactical
knights. Exactly. For those. And so knight h5 I thought was actually quite clever from his point, and then f4 I don't see any other move because rook e8 was a threat.
Yeah, and queen g4. But here somehow.
And here rook e8 I think he blundered that after rook g1 he doesn't have queen f4 because queen f4 I have queen h3. This is a very
this is nice.
Because queen takes f4, knight f4, and he's still in the game, very much. In fact, I don't know if I'm even better.
But queen h3 is nice.
Queen h3 should be over because queen d4, queen h5, and I think queen d3, queen h6.
This is
queen f3, rook g2,
and in the end, this is basically.
Queen takes f6 is not working.
This is
almost working. No? So he went queen d7, which in fact was also not so bad. I actually thought that maybe he should go queen h4 after rook g1.
Just trying also to keep this knight.
No, sorry. I thought that he should go queen h4 instead of rook e8. The point is that now after rook g1 maybe I have knight f4. And again, everything is hanging and knights are pretty
dangerous. Jumping. And also you don't have any kind of tempo. Something like bishop a6 also does not look like. Maybe something like this. Maybe you have at some point, but it looks like again, as you said, maybe actually this is working.
I don't see. Maybe you're right.
Okay, but there are maybe some tricks like over on second rank. Sorry, on second rank. yeah, this looks, yeah,
maybe some good move will win, like Queen G3, but
yeah, it's
who knows? No, I mean,
okay, but he didn't play it.
Might be not. No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Rook 8 was maybe mistake actually at the end.
I would guess so, but you know, it's not. Well, it's not.
I guess that he was also in time trouble because he was spending a lot of time in after
30 seconds after all. And after Queen D7, Queen F3, and here he took on F6. Maybe Rook takes D3 was better. But even though I think that Queen D3, Queen C6, Rook G2,
Knight F6,
Knight F6, but here I wanted to go King G1, and I think that it should be more or less, or maybe Bishop D2 even.
Yeah, we were also discussing here that maybe even this is winning immediately F5.
Ah, F5 I also saw, but I
G4
wasn't sure about
actually.
Knight E4 and Knight F2. Ah, but then yeah, Knight E4. Ah, but just King G1, Rook E5 and D7, maybe.
Yeah. Also, but okay, maybe
but
from
after
here?
King G1, I have actually Knight takes D6 maybe.
Yeah, there are some
tricks. Some
FG,
FG, Rook G6, but maybe it's not made.
Yeah, but also here maybe this is a little bit tricky also. It's the same idea, just I want to take on E5. Yeah. Okay, there, King G1 is actually the safest option. You just go out to pin and then you will...
F5.
Yeah, and it does not look that he can do anything with the pawn.
Maybe he should play something like Knight E4, but of course it should be...
It should be over there.
Maybe I can exchange my bishop, no? Bishop D2 probably.
Yeah, even Bishop E3, Bishop D4 looks like winning. I mean, you cannot do anything with this B pawn, and then it's for black big problem. But so after Knight F6 is probably over, yeah? Should be.
Well, should be, of course, but I had to find some.
Yeah, this F5, this is
Yeah, but okay, Rook F6, Bishop. Well, I didn't see anything better here than Bishop G5. Rook D6 again, Bishop C4 take, and after GF5.
Okay, it should be, I don't know, it should be winning, but...
Somehow...
okay, Bishop E7 looked like a nice move.
Yeah, but after Bishop E7 there is a trick that I didn't know what to do after Queen E8.
What? Oh, it does not look nice, yeah.
Well, but okay, if it's not over, then he has some Rook G6 next. I thought that Bishop F7 is winning to the spot, but maybe in fact it's not. King F7... Queen H5, Rook G6, and I don't see mate.
Yeah,
and
okay, you take Queen H7 and he goes.
Take pause, but he just hang on. Queen H7, Rook G7, King. Maybe it's over. Actually, Queen F5, King G8, and Queen E6. Maybe this.
Queen F7 back.
Queen F7, Queen C8, King. No, it will be only.
But maybe you can go actually Queen H5
but
back
then Rook G6.
But then.
And King G8.
And still, defending. Yeah, it's actually...
I didn't see a
clear way,
Yeah, so actually after Queen E8, I still would have to...
work, I guess.
Yeah, actually, so maybe it's not even simple, I don't know. Because Queen takes F5, there is Queen C6. This is also a problem.
Yeah. And actually, King G1, Rook G6. Okay, this is not working. It's over.
C4 is
so...
And after Queen C6... I think I don't have any.
When? I mean here? Yeah, it should not, but you don't have anything like Bishop D5, I have Rook D5. You want Rook G1.
No, after, Bishop D5, Queen takes D5.
Queen, just Queen.
Well, no, now I can take on.
Yeah, you can actually, this is a nice mate, this is nice mate, So, but maybe Bishop D5, okay, this would be, but okay, but he can go Knight D5. This is probably okay for him because Bishop D6 is 93 check.
Yeah.
It should be working, I mean, some defense. Yeah, Queen E8 actually, it's...
Maybe it's winning somehow, but I...
Yeah, also he was still in time trouble, this was his problem.
Yeah, that was 39 moves, so...
Yeah, and okay, after Queen C6, this is okay, this is over, I think.
I think it's more or less over.
Because, I mean, he will lose everything with these two strong bishops, I mean.
I just wasn't sure if it's winning if I will exchange my... I was
you didn't want to go in this, Okay, but also, I mean, the same. But it was nice, nice win,
Yeah, especially after I lost yesterday, without any fight, so, it was nice.
Yeah, and how about since...
I'm not sure, probably we will finish something like 4th, 5th.
Yeah, because okay, maybe this match which soccer is playing will be finished as 3-3 probably, and then that's the main problem for most of the teams.
No, but the problem is that we lost twice a 3.5. So okay, I mean.
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, but okay, it's such an event that basically every a match matters now.
Yeah, there is not so many rounds. Yeah, once you lose, then it's the end.
Yes, of course.
And also, you were champion 2 years
yeah, we were
ago. Yeah,
we
in
were
2013.
We were actually second, and we were also third. So now
I remember you
fourth. It's a spot for us, I guess.
Yeah, it was in 2011. You were third. Also, I was playing match against. I lost to Bartel that year. So,
that was in
with Bartels. It was
Slovenia,
in Rogaška. Yeah. So, what are your plans? Are you playing soon something or?
Reykjavik, I'm playing.
Yeah, Reykjavik. Since I will not.
Well, probably all of us are there playing.
So so what do you expect? I mean, I guess its team is quite strong. Yeah, with the young
we are
Schwertz
having no, actually Schwertz is not in the team. That will be me, Duda, who is pretty well.
Yeah, he's really strong now.
Actually,
Yeah.
In fact, Mateusz, Bartel, Gajewski, and
Is Bartosz is not there? Or?
No, he's actually our
coach.
Yes,
so and okay.
Kempinski is the.
Kempinski is
So okay, it's well, atmosphere is fine. So okay, we expect to
do well.
Fight, but okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, then good luck, and
thanks
a lot to be with us here. And
thank you very much.
Yeah, see you.
So
Sandra, you're here.
I'm here now, yes.
And we just saw that Kramnik finished game, and it seems that Leko made Fortress, and now they signed the score sheets. You can see on camera. It was never expected for Kramnik to win today after he made this blocked position, and I think that he was just waiting for his teammates to finish other games, and now. Even they are losing 3-2 Siberia. We know that Wangyu is completely winning, and now we will just check this game on first board. So we are going to see what is happening in game of Wangyu and Bakro. Yeah, Bakro is now still struggling, trying to do something, but obviously the disposition is lost. I mean, he is just agony is still, I mean, on. Now, I think even after King G4, he's losing this second pawn, and then it's he's losing this h-pawn, because obviously that after Rook H1, I mean, you can just wait, you can just play Rook H3, and now after Rook H3, King H3, actually you cannot defend these two pawns, H4 and B4, so I think that, okay, of course this is just winning position, so Bakro should resign soon. Let's see, they played some moves in, they played some moves in, meantime King G4, Rook H1, I think Rook H3 is a move, and that's end of this match. I think after Rook H3 that Bakro will resign. Okay, last trick can be something like trying to give mate, but obviously that this is not working. Because there is no Bishop E7 check. So I will just move my Rook and I will have this line, yeah, this square H3 and line. So I do not think that Bakro can find anything here. I think it's just over. so it seems that today he won the game when he won the most important game, and it seems also that as Jobava said that Lichao was a smart guy today. Yes. He again lost when it was not important. So let's see just now game of Giri, because and before it, Fabio Caruana. I partied at Marquis. This is Marquis Ali this weekend visit or not. And Hikaru Nakamura, the moral of the story is that when you try too hard to win, it all goes wrong. Play normal and wild game will occur. Perfectly logical. That's nice. Yeah, that's
smart.
Yeah, that's club is in Vegas. Yeah, it's interesting tweet, I think. And let's see game of Giri. So there is not so much going on anymore. We have a couple of games live, and Giri is now trying to press Lanier, but of course this position is really about to draw. It's not so much to do here, and of course the problem for Giri is that he cannot, even he was here playing knight 3 move, since it's finished game. In meantime Bakro resigned, so champions are Siberia, and now they are congratulating each other, and we can see that they are quite happy. So we got second champion. Yeah, it's
yes.
We knew that Nona is champion 1 hour ago, and now we have new champions.
Both
Siberia.
Of these teams deserved first place, I think, if I can say.
Yeah. They played extremely good, and what I want to just say about gaming Giri game is that after even you give check on e3 in his position, I mean, you cannot do anything with white pieces, because simply this should be draw. I mean, bishop e3, king e3, and I guess king e6 should be draw, because even if you push this pawn, king e4, king f6, f4, e4, king f4, now with idea to take pawn on h pawn, just h3 is coming, and it seems that this is just draw. So gh3 and just drawish position. So now we will have a new guest. So with us will be Pavel Maletin. So he will be here with us in a couple of seconds as coach of new champions. So see you.
Welcome to chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instantly matched up with one of over 5 million other members from around the world. You play live games in real time, turn-based games at your convenience, or tournaments with anyone at any time. Chess.com is mobile. You can play online from your computer, or you can play on the go from your tablet or your smartphone. No matter where you go, whether you're at work, grabbing a bite to eat, or you're just enjoying some time at the park, your games are there with you, and keeping multiple chess games going has never been easier. Chess.com is for learning. Don't just play chess, get better. The best chess training resources have never been more accessible. Learn essential chess strategy quickly and easily with the extremely popular Tactics Trainer tool. Improve your game in ways you didn't know were possible with training videos by chess masters. And regardless of where you're at now, take your game to the next level with multiple simple-to-use training tools. Chess.com is for everyone. Over 250 million chess games have been played on Chess.com. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a grandmaster. Chess.com is the place to play and learn chess. So create your free account now and see what Chess.com is for you.
So we are back in studio. With us is Grandmaster Pavel Maletin. He coach of new champions of Europe. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel now? I mean, everything is done.
Yes, I feel great, because it was a very difficult tournament, a lot of tough games, tough matches. So I was worried about
today's match.
Everybody player of our of our team every day. So if they had some problem, I should react immediately. And of course, I'm very satisfied, very much satisfied.
And I guess since you are usually playing as a player, and then you are also in teams as a player, I guess this was a kind of new experience also for you. I mean, because when you are coached to so many good players, I mean, you are trying to help them, as you said, like if they need some help in some variations or something, you are trying to give your best. And
I don't think that it was my most. It was my role of opening expert, because you know, we have a Kramnik in our team, and we know a man we have a man who knows openings actually. So yes, I tried to help in this component to some players, but of course they are super professionals, everybody, so they mostly they prepare to game by themselves. So my purpose was to provide comfortable conditions to them, that they could just play, prepare to the game, and don't have any other problems. Yes.
And okay, today this final match, we saw that the 6 matches before, it was very confident, and it always somehow it was controlling match. And today, in the beginning, I mean, already somehow Li Chao had this very bad position.
Yes, it was ugly
I had a feeling that most of players were somehow at some point worried, because it was it was maybe after 2.5 hours, it was already clear that he will not survive this game. And
yes, but I just would like to say that yesterday we were not so confident, because you know, when you had huge problems against Predojevic, not in the opening but in the middle game. I think when he played f6, it was I was very I was very much wondered, and e6 point square.
Square,
you know, okay.
I remember again.
And at that moment we have not any huge advantage, I think, in other boards. So, but you know, Chinese, they play as one one team, okay, and we just we need to evaluate how to play in the match they both. Because if someone of them has problems, the guy the near fight with
to fight back.
Yes. He start to play Estrona. I feel so during the whole tournament. So with Chinese we had a problem, and when Li Chao lost, okay, when you today he played in
great style.
He started to play in great style. He played so strong as a computer, I think, and maybe stronger.
Because it was key win at the end. I mean,
so I believe in our players. I think we have a great team as a team, not as 6 individuals.
But what do you think about Kramnik's result? I mean, 4.5 out of 5. I guess if he needed that, he could press today also. But I think he just tried to keep position. I mean, at some point in middle game, because he had some few options, but then he decided, anyway, I will just get this slightly better.
He would like just, I think, he would like just to continue the game, because of course, he saw the situation is rather difficult, and he didn't like to leave one alone, alone. He would like to play some moves. And when he was absolutely sure that one wins, he
came and offered draw actually.
It was logical. So it was,
but also now he is second player in world by live rating actually.
Yes, sure.
Fourth, really?
Fourth.
Who is in front of him?
I think Nakamura and Topalov. Topalov and Danan.
But maybe he lost also today. He maybe lost some elo or not. But okay, it's, I thought somehow that he is up, but sorry, my mistake. That he is, but he's doing really well. I mean, he made this 4.5 out of 5, and I guess he's best first board, and
Yes, and also in Russian Championship he lost first game to Alexei Shirov. Yeah, but then he played fantastically, so he scored 3.5 and won the first board. But here it was absolutely great performance. I think we are very much lucky that Vladimir plays for our team.
Can you tell us how about feeling when you have Grishuk in team who is always in time trouble? I mean, amazing.
It's okay. We are first now, and it is easy to talk about this yet. But of course, it's sometimes it's rather
stressful, I think.
Stressful, yes. Sure.
To watch him,
but he played. I think he played very well. At the start, he had some troubles with nerve because of opening preparations. Evgeny, you know, is a very strong grandmaster, and he analyzed this line in details, but Alexander didn't. And so there are some troubles was objectively that they came from the opening preparation, I think. And so he had a hard game, so it's understandable that he had some troubles. But if we take a match with Sokar, yes, it was great game, great preparation. So
and no time trouble, I have to say.
Yes,
I remember this was like
because I think that is the time troubles are evaluated too more than that is actually. Because all depends on opening preparation in his game. But today it was fantastic, great time travels, and Nakamura he always play. He rarely
he's pushing,
but,
all the time.
But today he also was in time troubles, and it was.
It was the I think it was the most exciting game.
Yes, and probably in the tournament because it was very important.
For it was a key match
in results.
So thanks a lot for being with us. One more time, congratulations.
Thank you.
Then I hope that we'll see you also next year, maybe as a player, also in the same team.
Oh, but I need about 150 points of valor to it. Okay, thanks.
Later, we will be here with Grandmaster Wang Yu. We are back, and with us is Grandmaster Wang Yu, our guest. Today you were hero in this match. You won the most important game.
Yes, a very important game.
So opening was like really interesting because you played this line which is very dynamic, and you were pressuring to play on win all time.
Yes, I want to win. So today game the opening, I tried the fun fighting. And the good old Indian, so just play, just
because I mean Bakro also, if he wanted, he could maybe choose something more solid, but also I think that he also wanted fight because
yes, because we have played many games, and I think it's the first time he's played the Odin dance with me, because all the game maybe the Djukic or like Catalan defense.
Yeah, yeah. So how is it now feeling? You finished the job and.
Yes, we're very good.
Yes,
because it's champion and we have good team, and you know.
Yeah, exactly. We had as guest also Vladimir, who was saying that there was always nice atmosphere in team, and he said that this is the key thing for for success.
Yes, I like this team because it is my first time play this team, and captain tell me today just play some safe, and but you know, after opening I think Li Chao the game not good after 94. I think he's bad move.
Bad move, yeah.
Yes.
So we can see your game, yeah. You chose this H3 as we said.
Yes.
And if I remember, this is mainline. There was some also very nice game from Giri on Olympia.
Yes, and Ding Liren. Yes.
Yeah, and Liren, exactly. I was saying that he's a fan of this line with the black pieces.
Yes, everybody knows this line. I take 95, and I think here 96 maybe not good. Maybe just.
Also, he spent some time.
Yes. He think a very long time. Maybe Queen E8 is right move.
Is better, yeah.
Yes,
option.
and like Bishop E2, Bishop E3, something like this.
Yeah. Okay, but also at least you will at least lose one tempo. For this knight f6 back, and after knight f6 g4, I guess.
Yes.
You already like this position.
Yes. Because I have g-line, and sometimes I can attack the king.
Yeah. This is actually at the end you did not have queens on board, but still it was.
And you know, because today I don't think he played Odin. I think he have very much better. But you know, I don't know how to win. Maybe go back to check the computer.
Yeah, because here it was for us looking like it's not so clear position.
Yes, but very long time ago, I think the plan is like the Bishop D3 and go back, because the black
you have this D4 square also, and you can make castle.
Yes.
So here somehow we thought that this is critical moment when he pushed B5. I guess 96 is only way for you, because now you pushed everything. You have to do now something concrete.
Yes, because this is the point. Is knight e6 to the attack.
Yeah, knight e6, d6, b4.
Yes, here I have the mistake first time, because first I wanted to play 95, take, and the bishop e6.
95, queen d5.
Yes, the b6 and the bishop d4, I think. But I missed the bishop f6.
This is
so
defense.
I changed the move.
I understand. But e7 is working?
Yes.
Because I guess if he takes bc3, it's not big deal, yeah?
Yes.
Because you have this d4 square, I guess.
Yes,
after
it doesn't work. Take.
And you can take bc.
Yes, because anytime I can take the g7.
Rook g7, and just it's over then.
Yes,
put
I
your
have very
bishop to
strong
d4,
bishop.
Yeah, and after queen e7, knight e4, here already it was for us clear that you will press in game.
Yes, I want to play like this ending, because the kingside pawn have some problem.
Yeah. Here is a big problem actually.
Yes,
this is what you actually done, because here
mistake is rook g5, and also if he don't play the rook d8, knight d7, and I want to play the h5. And I think also strong to white.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's the problem with the black bishop.
And also king at the end.
Yes,
because
bishop e5 and rook d5. Sometimes I can take. Yeah,
rook e5. It looks nice. So here it was somehow after rook d5 he blundered this. I think maybe he did not blunder this. He just simply.
I don't know
it's
why.
tough to find move. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
he don't have time.
Because anyway you take
trouble. Yes.
He can play bishop d7, but you take pawn. Yeah.
Yes, take pawn.
And it should be technically over.
Yes. I think it's
just it's winning position. And here, it was for us clear that
it's the only way for us.
Yeah, so e3 is, yeah, and now, okay, I thought even f3 is winning.
Take, yes, but I think maybe rook d4, but I want to take the pieces.
Okay, why not to
yes.
take piece? Yeah,
yes.
this is, you are in right. Yeah, why not to take? I'm not so sure what he blundered in this, because maybe he just forgot for bishop f6. Somehow, okay, that this position should be winning. I mean,
yes, I see. It should be winning.
Also, this he cannot move. Bishop
Yes,
from h4. This is his main problem.
If the bishop to the c5 may maybe have some chance, but the better.
Yeah, but here it looks that actually when you played bishop e4 that it was the end.
Yes,
just
I know this is a winner, but I need to be careful again.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think also for you it was quite then when you said it that here you were happy when he took a3 because after
here first time I want to play rook f4. Yes, because I want to
take just
take here and
also some checks or
but at b3.
Maybe
yes, take. I can take. It's nothing. But rook c5 rook c5 and then rook c4.
But then he can
and
push
b3. Yeah.
Oh, this is trick to save
so
game.
I don't want to think so for play the b3.
Yeah,
after b3, I know this winner.
Yeah, I guess on e3 would do everything.
Yes, and the king to the king side is okay.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's just winning. But here, okay, I think that Athenian just played because of team.
Yes,
couple of
yes,
moves,
yes,
and also Vladimir was waiting for you to
some mistake.
Yeah. No, but to finish game, and then he made also draw. But
finish game is everything is okay.
yeah. But I think it's great result because it's Siberia is new team actually.
Yes, it's new team.
And immediately
next year also play.
Yeah. It's really nice team, and as I told you, I mean, Lad was here, and you saw Pavel was here, so I guess that you are satisfied with the result, and now it's time to celebrate, I guess.
Yes.
So thanks a lot for being here with us.
Yes,
One more time, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
See you. So after two guests, here Sandra is with me. In meantime, all important matches are basically finished. So we know who are the champions.
Congratulations.
In open section it's Siberia. In women's section is
Nona.
Nona. It's now we are, of course, we cannot say who is second or third since some of the games are not finished, but it's clear that Soccer made the result 3-3 against Medni Osadnik, and also Objetivo Risarcimento, sorry, also made 3-3 with Siberia, which means that Siberia is actually team with at the end they won with 13 match points, and the rest of teams they have 11 match points. So this is Objetivo, Medni Osadnik and Soccer, while Birsheva, who was 6th team there, they lost to Alkaloid 1-1. So we'll see who will get 5th place. Here we can see the team of Siberia. So winners team is in Kramnik was playing first board Aronjan, then Grishchuk, Lichao, Wangyu, Korobov, Kokarev and Bocharov. Extremely strong team as we can see. Now I think, Sandra, you can say something about women's section. I think that there are finished some results. If something is important, I think Nona finished.
Nona finished, okay, with
yeah, they were 3-1.
Yes, again big win, and they're champion for this year. So at first board, Jagnidze Nana, she played very good this tournament with 6 points out of 7. Then Kotenashvili Bela, Yavakashvili, Batsashvili, and Mikadze. And
also in this section we know also that Gambit, the home team, they won second place. And we know who is in third is Ugra. Yeah,
in
this
third
is for sure.
place is Ugra. Yes,
yeah,
and
so.
Okay, not just congratulations to first team, also to second team Gambit, and to third
winners.
Team Ugra.
Yeah, so we were here with you last 7 days, and thank you for watching us. Thank you, Sandra, for being commentator with me.
Thank you. It was easy for me to be with you, but I don't know, is it?
Everything was great.
Okay.
And then I hope that you will enjoy new tournaments. Next year, European Club Cup is in Novi Sad in Serbia. It will be for sure interesting. As Kramnik promised, there will be their Siberia team, so it will be again funny to watch all of this, and we will enjoy with you together.
Yes, so see you.
Yeah, thank you. And
thank you very much
bye-bye.
for watching us, and bye.
Chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instantly matched up with one of over 5 million other members from around the world. You play live games in real time, turn-based games at your convenience, or tournaments with anyone at any time. Chess.com is mobile. You can play online from your computer, or you can play on the go from your tablet or your smartphone. No matter where you go, whether you're at work, grabbing a bite to eat, or you're just enjoying some time at the park, your games are there with you, and keeping multiple chess games going has never been easier. Chess.com is for learning. Don't just play chess, get better. The best chess training resources have never been more accessible. Learn essential chess strategy quickly and easily with the extremely popular Tactics Trainer tool. Improve your game in ways you didn't know were possible with training videos by chess masters. And regardless of where you're at now, take your game to the next level with multiple simple-to-use training tools. Chess.com is for everyone. Over 250 million chess games have been played on Chess.com. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a grandmaster. Chess.com is the place to play and learn chess. So create your free account now and see what Chess.com is for you.